Okay.
Correct. I'm sure that's the first time someone's made that joke about Coca-Cola.
Oh.
So cool.
You can never know with you, fucking Drake.
Yeah, obviously, I've never drank a single can of Coke in my life. It's not like a thing that I like and I've enjoyed on
Have you guys ever heard of this one amazing video idea Drake had? Where he fucking gets addicted to cocaine and
I'm doing that video.
Oh, there's chocolate on the bottom of my fucking blizzard.
There's seriously something wrong.
Do you think it's just like a willpower thing? I think hard enough, I will become addicted.
I mean, there are people that get unaddicted to drugs.
His plan is to take the drugs and pull himself up by his bootstraps so he gets unaddicted.
Yes.
Real American.
Are you actually gonna lock your cats in the
No, I'm not gonna lock him.
I'm not gonna lock him in the room for 2 hours. I'm gonna lock him in for 3 hours.
Just let them think about how stupid they are. Hello, everybody. Bronze, you're gonna do the intro this time. I don't want to do it.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Degeneracy Live.
Top of the morning to you, ladies, and welcome back to Degeneracy Live.
Live from Degeneracy. It's Degeneracy Live.
I hate that name. That name's stupid. We're changing the name. We're changing the name on the show live. What is it? Bronze, what's the show name?
I remember.
It is the...
We're going back to our roots, actually.
And friends.
We're going back to our roots. It's the Social Cloud. We're going back to our roots.
Yeah, that's a great name. That won't end.
Alright, fine. We can stay Degeneracy Live tentatively because I feel like it.
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly.
Can we be Cotton Candy Blizzard live? Because I'm eating a Cotton Candy Blizzard right now.
No.
That's a great idea.
Also, why
I
would
think
you...
we should agree to that wholeheartedly.
Why would you choose that one over, like, I don't know, like a cookie dough one?
Well, Jamilyn, if I had to take a guess, it's because...
bastard.
If I had to take a guess, it's because they probably prefer that one.
Yeah, but I like cotton candy, like ice cream.
Yeah, but I like
If I was to get like a Blizzard, I would get like a.
If I was thinking like a Blizzard, I would get...
But for a Blizzard. Not.
Let me enjoy things.
I wanna...
No.
No.
No, you're too
Next
young. You're not allowed to.
Okay. By the way, everyone, because I'll probably definitely forget to mention it, I want to wish everyone listening, on any side of the spectrum, a happy Pride Month. Got a lot of great people coming out to show their support. Adidas.
Just in general.
BMW.
BMW
McDonald's,
betrayed us.
Benjamin Netanyahu. All the great allies.
Anyway, they're good for him.
That's real. I'm
like,
pretty sure he made a tweet saying, like, you know, be proud of who you are, unlike some people.
Be proud of who you are, unless you're
To all people, a happy Pride Month.
What is the holiday? It's 6/9 today. Is that funny? I feel like we're done with that.
It is actually my best girl's birthday today, in Love Live. So that is very funny. Yes, 6/9.
Hello.
Your best girl's birthday?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Nozomi.
Best.
Shout out Nosumi.
Hell yeah.
Nozomi. Yeah.
Happy birthday,
So
Nozomi.
we've come to the revelation that Drake drags House of Fujoshi.
We've come to the revolution. You mean
Oh, okay.
revelation? Why does
I
no
said
one
revelation.
Why does no one on the show say that right? Xander called it multiple times a relevation.
I said revelation. I said fucking revelation. You heard me wrong, and now you're getting mad.
Why?
No, I don't think you
Why
said
did you
it
come
right.
to this resolution? 4K caught in it.
Okay, well, anyways, Drake Dragsaw likes kids, so we found that out.
Oh my god.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you. I just checked the reports, checked the stats. And today is, in fact, National Sex Day.
I've been alarmed.
Bronze,
Timing of that.
You know what that
great
means?
news. Great news for me and your mother.
What does that mean, Bronze? Before you were rudely interrupted.
Happy Pride Month.
Cool.
Guys, it's Pride Month. You know what that means.
Unless you're
Be
asexual,
proud.
this doesn't count.
Yeah, you can't be proud if you're asexual. That's why the A in LGBTQIA stands for ally, and not asexual.
That's so fucking stupid. I think we should kill people who say that, genuinely. If someone says that the A stands for ally, I think you should have the legal right to bash their fucking skull in with a hammer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jordan Peterson had something to say about Pride Month, right?
He says a lot of things.
Yeah, he has much to say.
Oh God, I can't find it actually. I thought I had
Said
it
a
in
couple
context.
words in the past, I believe.
Find that clip.
Oh God! The only
Show the
one that I
clip.
saw was the one that I was watching. That was
Yeah.
That was a reaction video. I don't know if I can find the clip itself.
You can find
Who
the.
is
I'm
Jordan
sure you can
Peterson?
find. All right, so
he
Jordan
have more
Peterson
to
is an
say about
American
Sesame
political
Street?
commentator born March 4th, 1951. He rose to infamy after I don't know. I don't even know if that's his birthday.
All I know about him is that, like, in the future, because I'm a psychic and I can see the future, he'll be sending all of his fans to the blood mines. So that's all I know.
In the future, he
think
will
I've heard
die
about that.
of fucking artery poisoning because all he eats is red meat, and he looks like King
Only
Charles
lobster.
III all over his body.
Look, all I know is that he's going to be sending people to the blood mines. All right, Drake. So,
Mining for blood.
yeah. And
Well,
after
Drake,
the
you know what else
apocalypse
is
in
red?
the world to come.
What
The
else?
red, white, and blue.
A third of it is, yeah.
Is
Last I
Jordan
he
checked.
July.
Canadian?
Sorry?
Happy 4th of July.
What about a Canadian?
Is Jordan Peterson Canadian?
Probably. There's a lot of conservative commentators that just pretend to like be patriotic towards America, like Steven Crowder and I think Nick Fuentes. No, not Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes doesn't give a shit. No.
He's not Canadian. There's Steven Crowder. There's oh God, I've mentioned them before on a different show, but it's just they just like who the fuck gives a shit about like Canada? Like, you can't conservative grift in Canada. You gotta bring your money to America. Basically.
It's surprisingly easy to. I can name more than one.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like, they have to grift on American politics to have any relevance.
Yeah.
Like what else? There's Steven Crowder, but who else was there? Because I know there was multiple.
Tom McDonald.
Yes, Tom McDonald's another.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
like,
remember back when Tom
if you live in
McDonald
a
was, like, a really
shitty
bad
country,
rapper.
you can't
Right.
grift.
Back,
you have to
back in the day when he was a bad rapper.
Yeah.
Well, no, he is a bad rapper now. But I used to like rap music a lot when he started making music. He wasn't always racist. He used to just be bad.
Yeah.
That was bad and racist.
That was back when he was just like in one like the YouTube rapper clique with like Quadeca and all those people.
Mm-hmm.
He was like
You
very
only look at
clearly
photos on an
bad.
iPhone. Like, how can you see a
Oh,
big
man.
picture?
Bronze, I can't wait to cover that. I really like what you posted.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob
Yeah,
reference.
I it was on my mind for whatever reason.
Bronze,
Oh,
you're
did
on
you
my
find?
mind.
Aww.
Oh yeah, Jordan.
Aw.
Oh my God,
Yeah, this
that's awesome. Okay, we're gonna talk about Jordan Peterson first because I mentioned him,
okay. Alright, cool.
but don't worry, we will get to. Oh my!
Jordan
Look at him. He
Peterson.
looks like total shit. He looks so disheveled.
Looked it up, by the way. He is indeed Canadian.
Yeah, he is, because all of his shit going on was with
Having
a bill
this
in
interview
Canada
Pride Month, and
about,
so what are my my thoughts
Yeah.
about Pride
gendering
Month?
trans.
Well, the first thing I would say.
Oh yeah, I can tell from the way he talks. He says a boot.
I mean, I can tell from the way he talks that he sounds like Kermit the Frog. I
He
didn't...
talks like a fictional voice you'd give someone in like a story.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like I was at the grocery store today, and this guy in the aisle was going like, "Hey, do you sell oranges?" Like that's the voice, just the fictional fake voice.
Say is that you should be very careful what you name things.
You famously always misspeak your points in like the worst possible way.
And pride is
No, your stream died.
Oh shit!
Oh no, he crashed.
Did I crash?
He crashed.
Oh, I crashed.
Well,
I'm still here. you guys can still hear me. So, I'm still standing, baby.
Well, we're not on the podcast right now, everybody.
That's fine.
Make sure to stay on your
It's
I'll
not
just
a virtue.
keep talking about
and I've brought that
Jordan
up
Peterson.
with people before, and they're
What is this blazer he's wearing? Like, it looks like it's just smeared with, like, lipstick or whatever, or it's just, like, The Shining, like, red rum shit, or, like, the old boy poster.
their objection always is, well, they don't really mean pride. People are just trying to affirm their own identities, and fair enough.
Fair enough, I suppose. You can have rights. Are we back?
I guess that aged poorly.
Epic Mega Mind reference.
Discord crashed. Has been crashing a lot for me lately. Has it been crashing for you guys?
No.
No.
Oh. Well,
Skill issue.
okay.
What the fuck? Why is there a pit? What the fuck?
What
There's
the
just like a
fuck?
bottomless
Siri
pit
found the
over
pit.
here. There's just a bottomless fucking pit over here. What
Do the
fuck?
podcast from the pit.
No, that's like at least 50 feet deep. I just dropped a stick down there and it's still going down.
It's 50. Yeah. Okay, that's not true. Now you're lying.
Holy shit, there's a fireplace in this pit.
Holy shit, there's a fireplace in my bathroom.
Gravity is 9.87 meters per second. If it was 50 feet, it would have hit the ground.
Eventually.
Oh, Drake.
It would have hit the
fucking riding
ground.
my dick.
It would have hit the ground in 5 seconds.
Oh, Drake, I'm gonna come. You can't stop fucking writing.
How about we
Anyway.
listen to Jordan Peterson tell us how to speak your mind carefully and label things carefully? By the way, can we, like, what is this? Is this like some fucking Frida Kahlo suit he's got on or some shit?
suppose to some degree, but
I've
He always,
that
he
was
always
the name
dresses
that was
and
chosen,
sounds
and
like
that's
he's
the
getting
name
ready
that
for a
stuck,
funeral.
And pride is a cardinal sin,
Pride is a cardinal sin.
and there's a reason for that. And the reason is that pride means something like stubborn refusal to change.
No, no. Okay, words have multiple definitions.
Okay, can we see what you're looking at, Drake?
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shut up.
Are we even streaming
stop.
right now?
Yes, we
Stop.
are.
Are we even on a podcast right now?
Chad, is this
Stop
Chad, is
telling
this
me to
real?
do my show.
Is everything?
Hang on.
Stop telling me to do
This
my
is not
job.
an arduous task.
Yeah, I know. It's just I fucked up. I dragged the window down, but it's
Right.
okay.
Big drag?
So,
Why does life give you lemons?
I don't know, Drake. Maybe
Nothing
you should
but
say something
lemons.
At this point.
Yeah, I will.
Maybe
I figured you were just
He's gonna
gonna say,
kill
why
himself
does
for
life?
4 weeks, and then we're gonna come back, and he's gonna have a better computer, and then
Where I'm gonna resurrect him. Like
where I'm gonna resurrect him like Jesus.
You aren't going to be resurrecting fucking anyone, Jamilyn.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch, buddy. Me and my gang gonna pull up and we gonna touch you. Yes, indeed, we are freaky.
Okay. You're just saying words.
No, I'm actually speaking coherent English. You're just talking.
Actually, speaking facts.
Thank you. Go jump in that bottomless pit you definitely found. You know, bottomless pits, that's how stupid you are that you think bottomless pits are real.
Drake, can you get off my dick? Yeah, I know it's not actually fucking bottomless. It's just really deep.
It doesn't exist.
Siri, once you've hit the bedrock, you know you've gone too far.
Yeah.
When
Yeah, if you can't even get through that with a diamond
Evident-
pickaxe, come on.
This guy is saying that, like, pride is a cardinal sin, and the reason why it's a sin is because it says it in the Bible.
Holy shit, Siri!
Sorry. Holy shit.
On the pit.
Let me turn.
We're trying to have a serious conversation over here.
What is conversation?
Alright, we're done.
Siri is streaming from the inside of a wind turbine.
We're done. From hell. Siri!
Sorry, dude. I fell in the pit.
Oops. Okay.
Fuck.
Happens to the best
It's
of us.
okay. Keep doing this podcast instead of calling emergency services.
sin,
Yeah, I can't
the
reach
reason-
emergency
Sin!
services from
the
the
reason
pit.
is that pride means
What?
something like stubborn refusal to change when
What?
evidence of error is accruing. And it's
Okay, but there's no... Okay, evidence of
Okay.
error is accruing is what? Being gay?
not a good thing. There's
not
a real
good.
tinge of narcissism,
A real-
sexual narcissism. About
Sexual
the whole pride
narcissism.
spectrum.
Sexual
And-
narcissist.
I'm a real sexual narcissist, if you catch
You
my
know,
drift.
do people have the right to express their sexuality the way they see fit?
Yes.
To some degree, if it's consent-
That's not a response! That's... You can't... do people have a right to? You'd be like, well, they do and they
I
don't.
do and I don't.
and among adults, but generally among human beings with any degree of civilized comportment whatsoever, it's a pretty damn private affair. We
Yeah,
tend to be
well, you need it to be private, so that way you can fucking ostracize it and compartmentalize it and strip away rights. If it's private and compartmentalized.
private in our sexual conduct as a species, and so this isn't exactly.
It's not sexual.
Private.
There are asexual
And
people that
it's
are...
also the case that identities based on
I
something.
mean, it's
He doesn't
literally...
understand that. He doesn't understand the concept
It's
of asexual
literally
people.
just hearing
You know
the
that.
word sexual and thinking it has to do with sex. It is a childhood... It is a child's understanding.
narrow
sex are
as
you drinking?
sexual desire, let's say, aren't identities at all. They're pronouncements of subjection to instinctual whim. And I also have a real
What?
problem with the idea of the
He's saying many
LGBT
big words here.
plus,
Yeah.
etc.
I think
community,
he found the
because
thesaurus.
It's not a community, and it's especially
Jordan
not a
Peterson, the
community
kind of
right
guy
now.
to say platitudinous diatribes.
This is... I mean, these are words he probably heard when he was in university getting his
Don't-
PhD
I was gonna say,
like
doesn't he have a-
75 years ago.
Doesn't he have a PhD or something? Or
Yes, but with PhDs, typically you need to not renew them,
no?
but there are conventions in meetings that
didn't
other
he-
people with
I believe he
PhDs.
got his degree revoked retroactively at some point.
I mean,
I need to fact check on that. Hold on.
basically, people with degrees, they like to go out and get them renewed or retouched, so that way they're still, like, I don't know, there's something with PhDs, obviously I don't have one, where you need to get them renewed and touched upon, and he's not done that. But I think he still has a PhD, it's just that he's
They've threatened to pull it unless he goes through social media sensitivity. Damn. Okay. That's
Try
funny.
and silence me,
Yeah.
woke mob. We'll
Yeah.
see who cancels her.
Silence him and take away his.
He also said
Trying
that
to cancel me?
well, yeah.
They're literally trying to cancel.
What does he even have a doctorate in?
That's-
Like some
He has
psychology
a
or something.
Yeah,
Psychiatry.
Psychiatry.
It's
I mean, I have a doctor.
I mean, psychiatry is like such a fluid. Psychiatry
Okay.
is definitely something you need to keep updated on because that shit changes every 10 years. So
It's from the New York Post, so I don't take it with a grain of salt. But found
where he could lose his.
this from the.
I mean, I'm
no,
shocked he
it was a
hasn't.
year ago.
Sorry.
I mean, I have a doctorate in swagonometry.
I'm sure.
An
I'm sure
MLG.
you-
Yeah, I got a doctorate in swagonometry. How?
because the trans
the
pushing,
trans pushing, gender affirming
butchers and liars
butchers and liars.
primarily target young people.
Not true.
Whose most likely outcome on the sexual front is homosexuality. So the
What?
transgender
Trans people are trying to trans children instead of letting them be normal gay. It's so funny how the goalposts have shifted here. You know, it used to be they're trying to recruit kids to be gay, and now it's like, let the kids be gay but not trans. It's just moving it right along. And that
I think
upsets
that,
me.
like-
Because
I think, like,
when they're
like,
done with
Jordan
trans people,
Peterson.
they're going to go for the furries next. So we got to make sure they stay on the
No, we
trans
can go
people.
for the furries. That's okay.
No, we got to make sure they stay on the trans
Okay,
people.
wait. We need to have. We can have some good furries, like the. But you have to prove yourself, like Scott Henson.
We got to put them into
Scott Henson proved himself.
hypothetically
Most
camp.
furries have it.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jamilyn. You're a fucking Fujoshi. Shut up. You have no right to
I'm
be
not a
talking.
Fujoshi. I said I used to be.
Fujoshi
you
men
are.
in this.
I'm
affirming
reformed.
butchers and liars.
Are you
Butchers and
saying we should
liars.
go into furry sensitivity
Destroy.
training?
Siri, you're a butcher and a liar.
the
What?
youthful gay community.
The
And
youthful
that's
gay
not a community by any stretch of the imagination.
You
And
just-
there's a famous conservative thing.
It's just being so pedantic on like the literal definitions of word, or even just ignoring that there are other definitions
that's-
to words.
That's all.
He doesn't
Jordan
understand that
Peterson
words
does.
have meaning.
If you remember, real fans may remember the last episode where he talked about that weird theist guy trying to, I guess, debunk God by basically going, "What does truth even mean? You know, man." That's what Jordan Peterson does. He just goes, "Well, pride is bad because one of the definitions of pride is bad."
Yeah.
Is this a commentary or a rant video? Which definition?
I think it'd be a
Jordan Peterson
rant.
always rants.
SRV.
Yeah, this is
You gotta
rant.
stop this.
All right, I guess you know what? I want to talk about that a
I
little
get
bit.
this guy.
I think I agree with SRV now on the rant and commentary.
Yeah.
Well, you're finally seeing the light. That's a good thing. It's taken forever.
I don't know. I guess rant was more of like a not omnipotent, ubiquitous term back then.
Omnipotent.
Yeah.
Omnipotent term, yeah, it's all-knowing. I meant omnipresent, but
That's what SRV is.
Thinker,
Yeah.
Chesterton, and
Yeah.
Chesterton has a concept, the fence.
concept.
And his Chesterton's fence is
How the
based on
fuck
the
can people
observation
listen
that
to
if
this
you're
shit?
walking somewhere you don't understand and you
They're
come across
retarded.
a fence, you should probably not tear it down because you don't know what it keeps in or out. And the Pride movement
What
has
does this
torn down
mean?
a lot of fences.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have
Maybe
no idea what's been
Some
happening.
of those fences needed to go, but all of them
This has
didn't
turned
need
into
to
a
go.
conversation on fences for some reason.
What? Some of those
And
fences.
they're like
Go
illegal
do your yard
immigrants if you
working,
think
Jordan
about it.
Peterson.
And
Go do your
there's
yard
plenty
work.
of monsters coming out to play.
So he's basically doing
And
a
I would say
slippery
that-
slope thing where it's like
You're just rhetoricaling all over the place. You're not saying anything. What things have been unleashed, Jordan?
I hate, dude, the slippery slope is such a stupid thing. Oh, what if this happens? What if we let this happen?
Well,
We don't
Pat,
let
you
it happen.
you can't
Trump
close
said
Pandora's
convection
box.
reality.
By the way, a really funny thing I heard is someone said you can't put Pandora back inside the box. This is how fucking illiterate we are as a society.
Cool.
Bronze, you know what's wrong with that, right? I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, the box wasn't literal. It was actually a metaphor.
Well, no. Bronze, do you believe Pandora was inside the box?
I mean, I'm not sure if she'd be able to fit, honestly.
Stop joke. You joke so much, Bronze. It's sick.
Trying to be funny and shit. God damn.
Dude, wait,
You
people
damn
think Pandora was in the box?
Yeah, I heard that people think Pandora was in the box, and it was not Pandora
No,
that
it's a-
opened the box.
It's her box.
I'll show you her box.
Wait, if Pandora was in the
Especially true
box,
on the
how could it split
transgender
apart to
affirming
become the
side, and
continent?
that's why we're seeing this butchery in the medical community, abetted by
Butchery
idiot
in the
allies
medical community.
and driven by greed.
I like the
And-
pull up the stock video of the doctor holding the trans pin. We'll
I'll
connect
show
the
you.
dot. We'll connect the dots for you in case you don't get it.
Those aren't the worst monsters that exist. And so, if you tear down enough fences, you're going to find out what they're for. Now, I read recently, like this week, that support for gay marriage is plummeting.
Not true.
No, it's not.
No, it's at an all-time high of 70%.
Where?
Yes.
Yes.
Where did you
It
read?
went down about like 2 or 3
You read it-
percent points during like last year or the year before, and then it went back.
He read it on Gab.com or some shit. Support for gay marriage. There's probably a Pew Research.
Yeah.
First thing, U.S. same-sex marriage support holds at 71% high. That was from last year, though.
Yeah, he's just lying. I read it somewhere. Like he obfuscates it by saying like, "Oh, I just read this somewhere. I just heard it somewhere."
Because he doesn't want to actually cite his sources because they're all,
Bullshit.
bullshit.
Because I'm a liar.
What I do?
I read it in a
Lie.
dream.
Right. It's like, well, keep pushing. Keep pushing. You're going to lose everything you
Push.
gain. And I'm not.
Not
That's what
saying
you say
anything.
when you support gay
At all.
marriage, or when you're in your gay marriage. Keep pushing.
Ooh, you're
That's
pushing
not
it,
the point
bud.
at all.
Push it real
But,
good. Salt and
Like,
pepper.
I'm just done with it. I don't like the flag. I think
I'm
it's a
done with
piece of
you.
idiocy. I don't understand why it changes every bloody week. I don't.
That's a fair criticism, but also
Yeah.
it doesn't change. People like to say,
It's just that people can't decide.
okay, it's not the same flag, by the way. I agree that there are some redundant flags that people make, but the pride flag and the progress flag, that's the one with the chevron on it. They're
Chevron?
intended. Yes,
What is that?
it's a triangle that's like an
Oh,
arrow.
the triangle.
The triangle.
I don't know what a chevron
SRE.
is.
Is
An
that a
arrow.
cloud?
You guys,
Why would I?
stop fucking with me. Like,
Why don't you just say it's the one with that also has like the trans?
because a chevron describes what the shape is.
Why can't you be normal?
Dude, why can't you just talk
It's
to
an
us like we're normal people
arrow,
who
but
are-
it's not. It
If
doesn't
every
have a
single
tail
person in this
on
call
it.
didn't know what the word was, then maybe don't seem like you're high and mighty.
I'm not being high in my. I just know shit.
Drake, you're a fucking dork.
But anyways, the pride flag and the progress flag like serve two separate purposes. Like the progress flag is basically more broadly about just social rights and social justice. And that encompasses pride, but that also includes like trans rights and like racial equality and things like that. It's not meant to be like, oh, well, previously these people were excluded from the rainbow flag, so we're including them. That's not it at all. That's the false equivalency a lot of people try to push, but it's just they're two separate flags. The pride flag, the rainbow flag, there's nothing that is being implied as being wrong with that. It is just pride flag for celebrating sexuality.
You know, I was on the fence about supporting gay people, but then I remembered that the acronym is too damn long.
It really is.
It is, but
Because, of course, that's the biggest issue right now.
4 letters, that's way too much.
just say queer. Like it's not like
I hate people that are like, "That's I don't like that word."
Well,
Shut
die.
up.
Then die.
Just call them Just call them queers.
I don't know who makes those decisions. I don't.
Who makes
like
those?
the
There's
acronym.
actually a secret society where we all meet. I was actually there at the last one. I don't know if you guys were there at the last meeting where we
I
decided
was sick.
how many.
Next gay
shit.
meeting.
Dude, they're getting good now. Now that COVID's over, I mean. But anyways, yeah, we were deciding how many more letters we wanted to add onto the acronym.
Yeah.
How many we had?
Oh shit. We had a bit of a conference on there, but we're gonna add 4. Q, X, Z, and 4 is what we're gonna add.
Zed?
Yeah.
We already have a.
Again.
Sorry.
Why'd you say it? Why'd you say it like that?
He
Another
always
Q.
has. Deal with it. I guess.
You're not
Why?
fucking Canadian.
Why can I not just talk? I
Because
always
you're not
get.
talking like a normal American.
Like a real man.
If you like Canada so much, why don't you fucking move there, bud?
Why don't you marry it? Like Jordan
Yeah.
Peterson. Well, Jordan
If you
Peterson
like-
defected from it.
If you like Jamilyn so much, why don't you marry her?
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
and all the mystery surrounding it.
the
I don't
mystery.
like
Yeah, it's real shrouded in mystery. It's not mystery. There's no mystery there. It's just people want to do what they want. Like people
So-
want to marry who they want to marry. That's it.
So far, the only problems that Jordan has established
There's
is
too many
that-
flags. The
is
acronym's
that
too long.
Is that just saying that social barriers, social binaries exist for a reason vaguely, so that he can just dismiss the
That's
fact
an
that
appeal
they
to
don't
tradition.
need to exist,
That's just a
and
pill.
also
Yeah, exactly.
and also implying once again that like reassignment surgery is evil for some reason.
By the way, I'm pretty sure you cannot get gender reassignment surgery under
Yes, you
the
can.
age.
You can, but it's like an absurdly insane process. You can't just ask for it at like 15 or 16 and get it at 15
4
or
years
16.
of therapy.
It's a year, and you
Because I had a
usually can
friend
only
who got
get it.
top surgery.
Yeah, you can usually just top
surgery too, I think.
Your mic's cutting out a little.
Yeah, because you told me to fucking turn it down or what the fuck ever. It's all fucked.
With trans women, they're a lot more reluctant to give them therapy and stuff too to get them top surgery.
Okay.
Yeah, to persuade
So-
them into doing it. It's like, I love the detransitioners, by the way, that like to grift and say, like, oh, I was
We love
groomed.
detransitioners.
Yeah.
I'm technically a detransitioner.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
but you aren't one of those ones.
Yeah, but I'm
You're
not
one of the
those
good ones.
Yeah, anybody that has stopped taking hormones, like for one reason or another, is a detransition.
I basically
And-
detransitioned Jamilyn.
He's right, actually.
But anyways, I don't know. It's such an arduous process to get to the point of actually doing the surgery. And like I say before in like previous videos of mine, regret is a fear that like basically any trans person has going into getting surgery. Like that's just a risk that they're taking when they do it. Like they even in that moment they understand that this is a risk that they're taking. And only one in like 50 I believe is the best information I have. Is it 1 in 50 or is it even lower?
It's actually less. Did you okay, so here's the thing. The regret rate for SRS is less than the regret rate for any other surgery that exists. Any other
Cosmetic
hip
surgery, right?
replacement, knee replacement, hysterectomies, any of those.
So, yeah,
It's the least.
and it contravenes like the trans suicide rate. If you look at like trans kids that get treated, trans kids that don't, you can see there's a direct correlation. Like it does more good to allow trans children to be able to transition than on the off chance that they're not as well informed with their body as they thought they were, and they fucked up and transitioned themselves, and it sucks and it's shitty, but that's a risk that you are understanding and undertaking if you do it.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
by the way, there are transitionary steps that you can get there, like hormone blockers that are meant to be like a compromise where it blocks your hormones from developing your body until you are 18. And whoever
Yeah, but they don't
just-
understand. They think that that's, like
think
this
that's the
irreversible
transition.
thing. Well, they think it's some like irreversible, awful thing that it's like, oh, well, you can sterilize. And
That's the
blah, blah, from
idea
that.
behind
They
it. Is that-
think that it's. So,
I mean,
like,
all of this is just that they don't understand any of what they're talking about.
the problem is they also don't understand that there's like other medications that we have no problem giving children that they technically don't need, like antidepressants or whatever, or ADHD medications that also.
No, I think
permanently affect-
conservatives are just against any medicine in general for
No,
kids.
yeah, but like the thing is they don't make like this huge crusade over those. I've been on antidepressants for the past 21, 22 years of my life, nonstop. That means I've been on them since I was 9 years old. Okay, so but the thing is like I'm not gonna hear people bitching and whining, complaining that like I ruined my body by like antidepressants. But like people have been like, oh, do you regret like taking like testosterone? It's like no, I don't regret doing that as an adult.
Me
I just
neither.
don't feel like I need to do it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, they just hear the word child and the word sexual in the same
I mean,
paragraph, and they get
basically-
really angry.
I mean, that's the whole thing, is that if they didn't involve children in the equation, they wouldn't have a fucking leg to stand on with any of this.
You know that there's
Yeah.
certain states though that are making it so that even adults can't
Yes.
transition.
Yeah, Alabama has it up to 25.
And then even on top of that,
Georgia
they're
has
making
it
it so
up
that
to
you can't
21.
transition if you have an autism like diagnosis.
Yes.
Yep.
That's like 90% of them, though.
Yeah, it's almost like having autism affects how you see things socially, and you would.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like the next
It's a social
evolution of like
construct.
human, like, biology, basically, having autism. It's like being a superhuman.
Let's not go that far.
The LGBT agenda, whatever that is, increasingly
Whatever that
dominates
is, you admit that there's like that you don't even know.
whole system. I don't like the fact
Whatever
that it's
that
targeted at young people.
It's
And
not targeted
I
at
think
young
the
people.
surgery, the gender affirming care movement, I think it is.
What do you mean? Why was the movement part in quotation marks? I feel like if I was him, I would put the care in quotation marks.
You
It's a
paused at a
movement.
bad time. You paused at a bad time.
It looks like he's some pig describing. Oh, I saw this chick at the grocery store. He had this huge ass, man. Check the shit.
At least this big.
Auschwitz level
Nazi
awful.
Auschwitz level
That they should
awful.
not only stop, and now, as they've decided
it's
to do
weird.
in the UK and in most
I
places
feel like
in
the
Europe.
Nazis had something about queer people.
Yes.
I might be misremembering that.
But I think all the
Yeah.
people that were involved in the surgical transition of minors should be imprisoned.
Imprisoned.
So there's a lot of house cleaning to do on the pride side of things. And I don't believe
The most threatening image they could have pulled for, like they
Yeah, it's a little.
they could have. If I have to do their job. I have to do Fox News' job for them. This is how fucking incompetent they are. This is the part where you edit in like the pictures of the kids with the scars after detransitioning, like just after surgery, where the scars are all nasty and big. This is the point where you do that. So, oh wow, that's disturbing. Oh no, putting the hand heart over the pride flag. That's just. I guess it doesn't even matter. I guess it literally doesn't even matter what they do. They just do whatever.
You're under the impression that they think their viewers care.
You're under the impression that they think their viewers have beta literacy.
Of an identity
Under the impression that they think-
encapsulates something like 3%
That
of
they
the
think.
population before it became a fad is inclusive in any manner whatsoever. So
Why is he
I think
blinking
all of
so many
it's-
fucking
pretty
times?
Much all of it's a lie.
He's
And
blinking
it's
fucking
dangerous
19
lie,
times
it's
in
a
his last
lie
5
with
seconds.
Real
So you have the
monsters
same
hovering
brain
on the
worms
edges.
AFK has.
And so
Look at that. Watch how he's blinking
And
so
like-
many times. Does he have brain damage? He actually has brain damage.
Yes.
Does anyone here
Enough.
know Morse
It's
code?
what-
Maybe that's what he's
enough pride in the churches.
got
Enough
the
pride in
worms.
the bloody banks. I don't want to walk into the Bank of Nova Scotia and be
Nova
celebrating
Scotia?
pride. It's like
Oh well, you got. I'm sorry, but that's the only thing they have to be proud of in Nova Scotia. Boo, Eastern Canada.
Gay people.
Yes. So, I'm
So
gonna
he
use the
said
bathroom.
nothing.
Oh, hang on.
Didn't say any words.
I mean, it's just basically pride is a sin because in the Bible, if you look at the cardinal sins in the Catholic, first of all, it's in Catholicism. It's not in every version of Christianity. It's just Catholicism that has cardinal sins, and pride is a cardinal sin. Basically, if you commit pride, you cannot go into heaven no matter how hard you try. So it's
Now that
a
I
sin.
think about it, cardinal sins are kind of strict. Like sloth.
Don't ever be lazy, or you'll go to hell.
Well,
If I woke
know.
up this morning and I was late for work, I guess I'm going to hell now.
yeah, there's like a lot of people going to hell, man.
Jordan Peterson would be the kind of guy, you know, sloths, the animal, they're pretty evil because if you look at the cardinal sins, sloth is a sin.
He goes to a zoo. He's like, "Oh, look at the demons."
Controversial Canadian psychologist Jordan Peterson has launched a legal challenge
Who is this character?
against the College of Psychologists of
This is his New
Ontario.
York Post
After his,
character.
I don't know, I fucking loathe Nypo. I see this shit every day because, you know, I live in New York.
Yeah.
So,
I warned you ahead of time that I was linking a New York Post.
oh wait,
I like the New York Post. Hold on.
New York Post article. I did warn you ahead of time.
I linked NBC. We're fun.
Drake, how would you feel if everyone at the New York Post died?
is there no narration in this video? This is just the
Bad
article.
Why are they always like this? Why do all the journalism
Hip
videos
trap
have like
music on the
stigma music?
They've. Oh my god. Wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Yep.
I remember this.
Yep.
We'll
Yeah.
see who cancels who.
I loved that. I loved that fucking quote. Oh,
And then he
Yours,
decided to.
moralists.
up
and-
yours.
I mean, he was so obsessed with Twitter that he refused to, because basically we've dealt with this before. Twitter will do this thing where if you get reported for a tweet and they want to punish you, they make you delete the tweet and then they'll suspend you for a week or so. But he refused to delete the tweet, so he was like, "I'm gonna
Up
leave
yours,
it."
woke moralist.
Yes. So then he was so addicted to Twitter that he made an excuse saying, "I had to sign back in to see some DMs for personal filing, but I said I would not delete the tweet, so I'll repost it here." And then he reposted a screenshot of the tweet, and then that got reported and deleted. And now he's back on Twitter because Elon Musk has saved it from the left woke
Comedy is now
mob.
legal.
Because comedy is now legal.
Yes, he's not a woke moralist.
Up yours.
The CPO. This actually is pretty boring.
I don't get why people like.
I'm not complying. I'm not submitting to re-education. I am not admitting that my viewpoints, many of which have, by the way, been entirely justified by the facts that have emerged since
No, they
the
haven't.
complaints were levied, were either wrong or unprofessional.
That's the thing, though, is that they literally are wrong.
He basically was asking about like Elliot Page's breasts and like, were your breasts male or female? Like this weird hypothetical that doesn't.
That's so inappropriate.
Yeah, that's just sexual
Ask someone
harassment.
that on the street. Let's see what like how you'd like, sir, are your breasts male or female?
Sir, are your breasts male or female? I'm calling 911 if you don't.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
use
want to say. I think this is like a. It's a thing people say, and I usually don't believe it, but I think for Jordan Peterson it makes sense. Jordan Peterson is what dumb people think a smart person is supposed to be.
Yes, he's totally masquerading as a smart person.
I mean,
like,
he
it's-
and Ben Shapiro are both that.
Well, yeah, Ben
Yeah, I
Shapiro talks
the difference
fast. That's
is-
his trick with that.
The difference is that Ben Shapiro is just a failed screenwriter, when Jordan Peterson had a doctorate in psychology.
Well, he still has it. It's not been revoked yet.
I mean, the thing, Ben Shapiro did go to Harvard. He has no excuse for being as stupid as he is.
Well, no.
Things like he's such a grifter with certain things.
No, you
that
can
he
go to
knows
college
better.
and be stupid.
No. But like the thing is like there's certain things that he's actually. You can see him choose to say the thing that would get him like viewers and appease his audience, but he knows that it's wrong to say that.
It is for grifting, yes.
Yeah, so like you know that he knows he does it for. He's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
We're thinking of this guy, Ben Shapiro?
Yes. But Ben Shapiro, I mean, Ben Shapiro grifts.
Shut the fuck up, Bronze. Go away.
That's the one I'm
that
talking
guy.
about.
Yeah,
But Ben Shapiro.
we're talking about Ben
Yes.
Shapiro.
Yeah. Yes, this man. Benson
God
P.
damn it.
Shapiro is a well-known authority on marketing strategy and sales management with particular interest
Shut
in
up.
pricing.
I didn't know he
product-
made so many books.
I didn't know he was so old.
Can AI really help you sell? It can,
Really
depending
let
on
itself
when and
go.
how you implement it.
Oh.
He's a retard.
I should have said Ben. Should have said his full name. That's
Is
my
this a
bad.
book?
Yeah, Benson.
This
That's
is
on
a
me.
book?
That's on me.
This is not a book.
I'm sorry, this is a book? I'm sorry. This is a book. This is a book.
There's two of them?
This isn't even a book. How is this not a journal article?
Look, it's the book of the modern day, Drake. We're modernizing
The front
books.
page of Reddit. Yeah, the fucking what was this college? The College of Psychologists of Ontario.
Ontario?
Yes. They're gonna approach him like at the end of like Lethal Weapon 2 with his he's gonna hold his PhD in his hand. They're gonna rip it out of his hand and go, "It's just been revoked."
They'll say, "Stop canceling me."
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom, but we'll talk about the thing Braun sent.
Oh, god fucking damn it. This guy's always gotta be pissing about something.
Yeah?
Fuck this guy. Can we kill this guy? Can we get this guy off the fucking stage?
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Ben Shapiro has a doctorate of law, a graduate entry professional degree in law. That's why he has no moral backbone. I think that makes sense.
You should, when Drake comes back, you should ask him what his backup is. If his
backup.
whole, if doing all this creative stuff doesn't work out. Ask him.
What's your deal?
Host of Fox News.
I feel like Drake would become a right-wing grifter at some point.
That's his backup.
It makes sense. It's in character for him.
It'd be probably easy considering my background.
Yeah. You could go back to being a Menonist.
Yeah.
He already has a shirt.
Yeah.
That's a stupid fucking shirt, Jamilyn.
I know, I love it.
Why'd you ever get that? I think you should die for that.
Because I was really mad at fucking SJ News.
As we all are.
It's a long story, and I don't want to get it.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
I mean, it literally was. Like, I mean, oh god.
We all said those words at least once.
I mean, you were...
Oh, 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, before it was cool.
Dude, 10 years ago, so it would have been 5. Dude, I was watching SJW compilation shit when I was like 7 and 8, not even fucking with you, dude.
You're the target audience.
Yeah.
7, 8.
Yeah.
That's screwed up. What is with this generation of... This is what's wrong with this generation of children.
Shut up, Jamilyn, you fucking millennial.
Watch too much Shoe on Head. This is what
No,
happened.
I watched Chris Reagan. Now I watch Shoe on Head.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't have a...
I mean, Chris
I like
Reagan's
Shoe on
fun.
Head.
I can watch Shoe on Head. So that's the thing. It's like, I know what her problems are. And...
I just think she's funny.
Yeah.
She can be funny. She can be funny about certain... No,
I don't gotta fucking agree with her to think she's entertaining and funny. One time I went on a rant about how I wanted to show on how to... No, I can't say that on a fucking live stream.
I don't even remember, like, most of the people in that community. I'm so detached from it. I remember watching it a lot back in the day.
You fucking weirdo.
But I wasn't, like, directly interested in any people.
I remember seeing Ben Shapiro, like, destroying college kids with facts and logic, and the comments would be like, wow, what a smart guy.
Wow. He really gets it. He says what we're all thinking. I should get a law degree, too.
Yeah. That's what my mom was going to do.
Is she a failed screenwriter by any chance?
Sorry, what? Wait, was that Bronze?
Is she a failed screenwriter by any chance?
No.
Okay, good.
She just wasn't able to go to a...
Okay. Because if she got a law degree and she failed in the entertainment industry, that's a dangerous combination.
Oh, it really, really is. Yeah, no, she's not a creative.
Okay.
Yeah, she could be in a Daily Wire cartoon right now.
Oh, yeah, she could be. No, she's a birdie, bro.
Okay. I mean, I will say, you say she's not a creative, like that would dissuade her from making conservative art?
No, but like they try to say that they are.
Yeah.
Like they try and self-identify that way, even if they aren't. My mom at least self-identifies saying that she doesn't really have creative like inclination.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Facebook is so fucking stupid. I'm trying to reset my fucking password just because I forgot it, and it's just like, enter your old password. That's its immediate response, is to have me enter my old password and put in my new one when I click forgot
It's
password.
like, I don't remember it.
Yeah, just send me a fucking email or let me log in with my Google account. Like, just fucking suck my dick, dude. I want Mark Zuckerberg to be hung from a tree.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. I wonder what he's been up to.
I mean, there was a nice picture of him with his wife and his daughters around a couple months back, I think. That's all I've really seen.
Yeah, you don't hear much from him anymore.
You know what?
unfortunately.
I'm happy about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? At least we have one super rich dude who's
I'm
not like.
yeah,
some,
I'm
like,
so
right-wing
glad
guy.
that we only have to care about one billionaire right now.
Yeah.
Back when we had, back when like all four of them were always in like public consciousness, that was just exhausting.
It really was.
Now we just have Elon Musk.
Elongated muskrat.
Has Jeff Bezos done anything in the last
Well,
2
he
years?
stepped
Hi,
down.
Drake.
Yeah, I know he did that.
Hi, Bronze.
Drake's not here.
Yeah, I think
Stay
he got
hydrated.
lost.
He
I
got
heard
lost in
something
the bathroom.
I saw something pop up through his mic, and I know my earbuds in.
might
Steak
have
and
just
Shake
been me.
Cherville's birthday is today.
Good for them.
Shake and shake what?
Cherville, it's a town.
I don't know. I couldn't.
Happy birthday, Shake and Steak.
Yeah, happy
Sticking by that.
birthday to the Steak and Shake over in Cherville.
Happy sex day, everybody.
Happy Sex Day. Happy birthday to Johnny Depp
Oh, is it
On
really?
Sex Day?
on Sex Day.
He would.
He's done that.
Yeah. I would say so. Probably.
Someone posted a picture of the guys from Steely Dan, and someone commented, "Two geniuses, but with geniuses spelt wrong." And it's like GENIOUS''ES.
Okay.
Okay.
Two geniuses.
You'll be proud of us. For once, there wasn't anything weird that we did while you were gone.
No,
I
Bron
believe
took his
that.
shirt off.
Yeah, you probably should have stayed away for a little bit longer so we can get into the weird stuff.
Bronze, I've got a question for you.
What's your
Drake,
deal?
I've got a question for you. What are you going to do as a backup when your creative bullshit fails?
How come there's...
No, actually, I told them to ask.
Oh, I'm sorry, is this a real question?
This is the real
Yes.
question.
I decided if I don't have any... If my creative shit fails and it doesn't work out, I'm gonna be a lawyer.
That's not what Jamilyn told us.
That is exact. I said to ask.
You
I thought
said he was going to be a
Fox
fucking
News
grifter.
No, I mean,
conservative
wait,
grifter.
that was
I
a
mean,
meme.
sell out entirely. All you
Yes.
guys are fucking cooked. All you trans motherfuckers in the audience, you're done for. By the
If
way,
you guys don't support me, I'm going to kill you.
By the way, I've
Yeah.
been feeling really selfish during this election here, cause like I mean, it's a coin toss with who wins this time. People are saying it's a clean shot for Trump, but it's not. It's a coin toss. It really is. But I've been sort of feeling a little bit cocky, in that it actually
Uncharacteristic.
really does not matter to me who wins the election as a white man.
Okay, hold on. Oh, as a white man, I was like,
thanks,
excuse you.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's the best way to think about politics, is that you shouldn't care because none of it personally affects you.
Yes.
That's always a great philosophy to have.
That's exactly why white men vote Republican. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. That's no. I'm not. I'm gonna vote. It doesn't matter how I vote because Joe Biden's gonna win the state anyways. It doesn't matter how I vote. I could vote fucking for Trump, and it doesn't matter anyways. It wouldn't matter.
We cut to November.
It
and we'll
doesn't
be
matter.
like, oh,
Okay,
vote.
you could
Look,
vote for
Ted Red,
Trump, and then
we
you're getting
needed
kicked out of the
one more
house.
vote.
But
Vote Chris
you're not.
Christie.
Yeah, you can vote Christie.
Yeah, you could vote for Christie, and then
Yeah, Christie, I think Christie would be a better
I'd
fucking
make you sleep on the
president.
couch for Christie, but you will get kicked out of the house if you vote for Trump.
You could vote for RFK Jr.
No, I mean I'll vote for Biden.
I-
You guys live in actual states where it matters. I mean I don't know.
Yeah.
If, I know.
Yeah, I'll make sure I
Roger's
vote.
in
Siri, yeah,
Wisconsin.
Siri will definitely vote.
I'll
Yeah.
make sure I vote.
I don't know if SRV has revealed where he lives on the show.
I don't think I have.
Bitch
Yeah.
again.
Not New York, so probably one of the other ones that
SRV,
matter.
you live in Michigan?
Bitch again. I said bitch again. That's where.
Yeah, Drake, why don't you just come to the Midwest for the IRL episode? That's just, you're making
Because
it seem
there's
more and more
nothing
convenient.
there.
There's nothing to fucking do. I am not going out to the Midwest for
sorry.
no fucking reason. Yeah, you should.
We can go to
They
fucking
live in real
Kenosha,
estate.
Wisconsin, and you can get a shirt that says "I lost my cheese virginity in Kenosha, Wisconsin." But you're too much of a prude.
We
At
can go to
least
Culver's,
even
and then we can go to the second Culver's right next to that Culver's.
Even where we are.
I do
it's
want to go
not-
to Ohio to go to Culver's.
It's
pretty
not
soon.
really that bad of a spot where we are because an hour in like most directions is like a huge city, and like even New York City is.
I want to
So
go
we can
to
even meet up in New York City.
want to go to Idaho to stand awkwardly outside of Scott the Waz's house.
That'd
He
be.
lives in Ohio.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He
I
lives
mean,
in
yeah,
Ohio, not
near
Idaho.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to get as far away from.
He
Scott
is
the
going. He is going to Chicago soon.
Yeah, he's going to.
Yeah, I'm not watching
live.
that.
You like Scott the Waz?
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
I have a the guy who
Scott
does
the
art
Waz?
for him.
I'm
I
over
paid him
Scott the Waz.
$25.
We watch him every night. We're going to sleep.
Yeah, I lied.
I paid the guy who does art for Scott the Waz $25.
Don't fucking lie when I'm right here to call you out on your bullshit.
You know,
It's not gonna work.
You know, Idaho is like trying to change its shape to look because they're trying to take some of Oregon for themselves to be like Idaho.
To not look stupid anymore.
Well, it's gonna look like it would look like a middle finger if they took part of like Oregon with it.
That's funny.
But
They're
they want
doing a usurpation of Oregon.
I mean, they're trying to do it like amicably, but it might come to that. It's basically just for politics, just to get electoral votes. But like,
I can't imagine state lines being redrawn at this point.
I paid
Well,
the
that's what
guy
you
who does
think.
art for
My
That
hope
is
is
what I
that
think.
Oregon
I
fights
said-
Oh my
back against the
fucking-
I
suppressors.
didn't say it's impossible. I said I don't think. Jesus. Listen to the words that come out of my mouth.
Scott the Waz.
I
the
paid the
Waz.
guy who does
Siri, I
art for
fucking
Scott the
hate your
Waz.
guts.
Oh my fucking god!
You're the worst
Can
host
you
on the
please?
show.
Can you shut him up, Jamilyn? Can you get your bitch on a leash?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
continue.
but not while we're on air.
Continue.
I paid the guy who does art for Scott the Waz $25 to draw Scott the Waz as Solix Captor. That's all I wanted to say, and you guys had to keep talking over me.
Like, I paid the guy that does the art for Scott the Waz $25 to reveal his home address.
I killed the guy.
I paid the Scott the Waz art guy $50 to not make series art.
Well, it's a bit too late because I have it hanging up in my room. So
All right.
I
So
have
what,
his body
I
hanging
paid
from a
I
rope.
paid a
anything
hitman
else besides
$100.
Jordan Peterson.
no,
We have other
$10.
things.
You've had enough of Jordan. I didn't think that was possible.
Speaking of
Speaking of
fighting,
Idaho,
This thing.
Idaho.
This fucking thing.
This one's great.
Okay, if there's a Black History Month, how come there isn't a Furry History Month? That's what I want to know.
oh my
That's what I'm
god!
I don't think that there's
That's what
enough
I'm saying.
history to have a history month.
No, it goes back a bit.
Hysterectomy.
Comes back to like
It goes
70s.
back to like the 1940s, guys. It's such a rich history.
Yeah.
That's almost as old
I
as
wouldn't say
Israel.
rich.
Yeah.
I know like the in-depth furry history because I was curious. It goes back to very dingy raves in the 70s.
Idaho Bar celebrates Heterosexual Awesomeness Month in response to Pride Month.
Heterosexual awesomeness.
Any heterosexual male dressed like a heterosexual male. Okay, is this funny?
Tell me that you.
Is this satire?
Tell me that
Yes.
you have toxic masculinity without telling me you have toxic masculinity.
Listen, man, those gays, they've
Tell
had
me
it
about
too
your
good for too
fragile-
long. We gotta throw a bone to the heterosexuals.
Tell me about your fragile sexuality without telling me about your fragile
The lunch crowd
sexuality.
has arrived at the Old State Saloon. Is this a normal Wednesday for you guys?
No, this is not a normal Wednesday. We don't usually get a crowd in like
Oh, it's
this.
heterosexual
We don't
Wednesday.
even have a sign on the building yet. I'm still trying to get a sign on the building.
But they do have a sign on the wall inside.
Heterosexual Awesomeness Month, yes.
Hetero
It's this Eagle
awesomeness.
Bar and Grill's response to Pride Month.
Okay. Is this self-aware? Is it like self-denigrating? Well, I guess
No.
I guess this is
There's
the
no
point.
way it is.
This is the point here where it would reveal if he's self-aware or not, based on how you respond. So, are we placing bets?
I don't believe so.
I think
This
he is
isn't
self-aware.
self-aware.
I think
No.
he is.
I
I
don't,
don't
think
believe
so.
so.
I think so. What? We're gonna find out.
Why is it so special
Shut up, Drake.
for,
War,
you know,
you know. Damn, she's got total brain damage. This is brain damage. Awesome this month.
To celebrate a whole entire month, but why can't we celebrate that here too? And we're here to support him.
Huh?
1000%.
You could have gone to lunch
Is
anywhere.
that a
Could have gone
sentence?
anywhere, but we wanted to support this place.
Why?
I don't know. It just seemed like someone bucking the trend, and
Do you think it's
Bucking the trend of... Okay, alright, I was totally proven wrong. Okay.
I mean,
The
I
trend
do
of gay
agree
rights.
that
He
heterosexuality
had no
is a
way
trend.
to structure her sentence. There was no structure to that sentence. Just
I just think, why can't it be like this for the other months?
Yeah, can we go back? I wanna
Them to
notice something
celebrate a
small.
whole entire for
Go back to the end of this
You know,
lady's
Sexual
sentence.
Awesomeness Month, yes.
Also, I hate how her name's
response
spelled.
to Pride Month.
why is it so special
Why is it so special?
for
Why is it spelled like that?
them to celebrate a whole entire month, but why can't we celebrate that here too? And
No one's saying you can't. No one. You can go to any restaurant and be heterosexual and endorse
They
your
don't
culture
understand
there,
that.
whatever that is. Like
They don't understand.
the reason why there is pride for gay people is because they're at a deficit for civil acceptance in society. There is zero people out there that do not accept heterosexual people as being heterosexual.
Don't speak on everyone's behalf.
we're here to support him. 1000%.
Who's him?
Yeah, that was
Support him for his
assuming
heterosexuality.
the
I'm sure
owner?
he'll overcome it.
I'm assuming the owner.
Oh wait, is this like just a Make-A-Wish thing where they're like supporting a cancer kid? Was just Cancer Awareness Month?
I wish.
Heterosexual Awareness Month. I'm sure he'll overcome it.
My Make-A-Wish
I don't know,
wish
it
is
just
to kill
seemed
all
like
gay people.
someone bucking the trend, and
Bucking the
It's necessary?
Someone
I
fucking
mean,
the
I don't know
trend.
if it's necessary, but it's,
Yeah.
to me, it's kind of like, why not?
But for the big question
Okay.
of why,
Oh man.
All
so
of these
everything
people have
is
such a
everything
way with
California
words.
isn't.
that we needed
Everything
to ask of the owner.
California
So,
isn't.
I'm a retired police officer.
You're a retarded
Of
police
course
officer?
you are! Of fucking course you are, you piece of fucking garbage!
that's why
Go
I
home and
needless
see
to
your
know.
wife!
You wanna know what's worse than a police officer? Someone who LARPs is a police officer.
A
Can I tell a
retarded
story
police
real quick?
officer. Go ahead.
Can I tell a story of
You talking about like
So I
security
was-
guards?
No, even worse, rail police. These people want you to believe that they have some sort of authority over you. They will. All they can do is they can trespass you and have the cops arrest you for trespassing and make you leave, or they can make you go down to the rail yard if the rail yard's nearby and make you leave from there if you're doing something. They can't do shit. I was doing a little. I was goofing around. All right, I was spray painting.
You were
This guy comes
riffing.
over. And now, obviously, yes, I was doing something wrong. He fucking comes over and is like, I could arrest you, I could. And then he grabs my bag that is open and you can see has nothing in it. And he's like, oh, what's in here? And I'm like, you have no reason to search my bag. Fucking put it down. And he got really mad when I said that, like extremely mad. And I looked, and he flipped his badge so I couldn't fucking read his name or anything and see that it was a fake badge.
Right here! It's right here!
In his-
There it is!
In his passenger seat was a dozen donuts. I'm not fucking with you. It fell when he pulled up. I got confronted by Chief fucking Wiggum, dude. This guy, and I roll away.
An
and then I
actual
realize,
police officer
this
couldn't
guy's-
just grab
Yeah,
your bag and
probably,
search it. Like, much less that guy.
Dude, this guy.
It's just a random fucking guy. Like,
Yeah, well, I'm biking off with my friend. I like started saying, I'm like, wait, this guy was rail police. Why was I scared? This guy can't do shit. And I started laughing because it's like this guy. If I like pulled my phone out and started recording, would have just gotten like fired and thrown in jail for
look at
impersonating
this
a police officer.
dude.
I
At the
really
top
should
of
have
his
started
head.
recording him because it would have been funny as fuck. Because that interaction would have gone so much differently.
You should have roasted him.
to Idaho
Should've-
6 years
should've
ago.
shot myself.
Where'd you come up with this idea?
The Sims really do
June was
predict
approaching,
everything.
and it was all the stuff coming, and
The stuff coming?
With my beliefs, I love people, but
With my
as
billies.
far as like
I love people, but as far as being Christian and biblical, I want to curse that upon other people. I believe everyone should be able to celebrate whatever they want, but I believe that everyone should celebrate the same things I believe in. That's basically.
I like how he describes Pride Month as like the fog encroaching.
Being Christian, a biblical Christian, to
A
celebrate
biblical
it, I
Christian.
can't do that. And it's just the last several
What a
years
piece
it's
of
been getting
shit.
so extreme, like just to the extreme levels. So we.
What a piece of shit. What an actual piece of shit. Like, you're a fucking
I wish this guy got
degenerate,
shot on
dude.
the job and died.
Okay, no. I don't wish he'd get shot in the job and die. And it's not because of his beliefs and his latent homophobia. It's
What do you think the chances are he beats his wife?
110%.
100%.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
But it's not for
That's
his,
what-
like...
just, wanna make sure we're on the
I'm
same
not
page.
saying this guy's a degenerate and a piece of shit for his latent homophobia and his beliefs. It's him, and like, basically implying that everyone has to adhere to his fucking belief. No, the Pride movement, despite what conservatives will say, is not saying that you have to be gay. They're not going to force you to marry a man, right? It is just endorsing equality.
Straight people see a celebration that isn't for them, and I don't know if they get jealous or like. They
Just
see
go
it
to a
as somehow
Memorial Day
unfair.
parade. That's the straightest thing I've seen in my life.
just
We had it in
be-
Auburn and blocked fucking traffic for an hour. It was obnoxious.
Straight white people, straight normal white people, think of the hierarchy of society so strongly that they see anyone who lower on social status due to social whatevers celebrating the fact that they're themselves, and they get so angry because you should not celebrate being lower than someone else on the hierarchy. You should die.
When you say it's gotten extreme, what do you mean by that?
This is a good journalist here. He's asking really good questions.
Imagery that you see all
He is
month
asking
with
questions, right.
parades
Imagery.
and getting to the point of nakedness and things
No.
with people walking down
Yeah,
the street.
You
sure.
can't be naked in public. That's a crime.
And I can't. I mean, I can't get behind that.
Have you seen that locally?
As far as
that extremity,
I don't know. I haven't been.
What do you mean you don't know? You're the
I haven't been outside.
You're such a liar.
You just hate gay people.
all
Like,
of these,
holy
all of
shit.
these, all of this extreme degeneracy live going on in the outside world. It's disgusting. I don't actually leave my house, but I've been told
I know
that it's really
I've been
bad.
told it's happening, and it's literally that. Like
I've
they.
been told that there are litter boxes
Extreme
in schools now.
degeneracy
Shit's
live.
fucked.
I haven't been down there to look.
Down where?
Boise.
Boise.
Just Boise in general.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about like
Boise.
the Pride Festival stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, I got you. Like the
I
Pride
love
Month.
the
Is that extreme
auto-generated
to you?
subtitles.
The
Yeah,
Pride
they're
Month
not
in
really good.
general.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what you're getting at is, I'm always gonna
That's not. Just answer the damn question.
side with what God says. Okay, in His Word, it's going to be what's moral and not moral, as far as moral righteousness. Okay, and so
Yeah,
the
that's why you
Bible-
should own slaves and beat the shit out of your wife. They
God
have,
famously hated parades.
yeah. There's
What do you guys?
rules-
What do you guys think this guy's shirt is made out of?
Probably cotton and screen printed in China. Like
Do you think it's mixed fabric?
probably mixed fabric. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's,
So
he's committing sin. Yeah, he's already sinning right now.
That's a sin right there. But like, there's rules in the Bible for keeping slaves, and like, in episode 1 of God is Imaginary, I mentioned this, and the guy said, "Oh, well, just because there's rules in the Bible for it doesn't mean that they endorse it." It's like it'd be like if I released a book called How to Rape Women. And people are like, what the fuck? Were you endorsing raping women? And I say, actually, my book instructing you on how to rape women does not endorse raping women.
Guys, there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the book that says rape is bad.
I mean, yeah, but there isn't even one in the Bible. It is what it says. Like, there's shit that says that trans people can't get into heaven. Like, basically, it's this guy probably doesn't believe in slavery, so already there's a contravention of logic.
says that it's a sin to act out in homosexuality.
Act out in
then I'm going to
homosexuality.
agree with what the Bible says. That doesn't mean I don't love
This
homosexuals.
man has not read the Bible.
Yeah,
But
he's
you do
doing-
love homosexuals because you're actually a closeted homosexual.
all homophobes are closeted homosexuals. Basically, all conservatives and all homophobes are closeted homosexuals. Even this guy with his fucking eye falling off of his face here is a closeted homosexual. He's just jealous. No one wants to approach his fucked up face, his fucked eye. No one wants to look at it. So he's fucking straight conservative race. Look at it. He looks like Alfie Newman.
His eye is falling off his face because he sucked dick too hard. It came off.
It's just jostled all around. I don't know. All conservatives are pedophiles and fucking secretly gay, anyways. So
I know that's a joke, but I don't really like the whole like all homophobes are secretly gay thing. That seems kind of.
It's true.
Not all, but there's a large amount.
So gay. Look
at
Nick
Fuentes. Huge amount of them that
I'm not denying that they exist,
especially
but
like think about like Republican like lawmakers.
Okay.
How many times have they been caught having like gay sex and they've been pushing for like anti-gay shit? Like it's just so common.
No, it's not that it's so. It's just even if you're not gay, the act of homophobia in itself is gay and makes you gay.
Oh.
If you are normal, if you're not homophobic and actually straight, that adds up. To be homophobic is gay.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, can you elaborate?
I'm saying that it makes you gay to be homophobic.
Elaborate on that.
On how that happens.
Well, okay, if it doesn't, then I'm gonna make it so that way people will stop being homophobic.
Okay, here's my thing. If you think about gay people so much that you hate them, that's not normal. You are gay because you're thinking about gay people that much. Any normal straight guy is gonna be like, oh, gay guy, whatever.
I don't give a shit.
They're gonna be like, whatever. And then they're gonna be like, ooh, honkers, ooh. But homophobic guy's gonna be like, he's gonna be too mad to think about honkers. He's gonna be thinking about penises. He's gonna be thinking about willies. That's gay.
I mean,
why not just think about all of them? It's not that fucking hard.
I mean, Nick Fuentes got caught watching gay porn multiple times, right? He's had a couple mishaps with that.
He's just a gay little cat boy, okay?
The catty gay voice.
No, he's just a little cat boy. Just let him do his thing, okay?
Cat boys are based in red pilled.
He's just cat boys are all conservative dipshit.
Yeah. I don't know. I believe all conservatives are pedophiles. I don't actually, but I think there's a lot more pedophiles out there than actually are accounted for.
The Venn diagram is almost a circle.
There's I mean, I'm not super ready to talk about this. I guess I am because I'm talking about it. Okay, so in 2020, I remember a conversation. I was over at my Uncle David's house with my dad. He was giving me a laptop, right?
We're doing this right now?
Did you get touched?
No, I didn't get touched.
No, we're doing this right now.
Just shut up!
You're going to.
Shut up! Be silent. You don't know what happened.
Woman.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't know the story I'm about to tell. This is a different story.
Okay, you're telling a different okay, no.
Okay.
Never mind.
So,
stupid.
He was giving me an old laptop of his, right? To do my little computer videos on. Right? You following? What are you saying? What is this word? But anyways,
B-U-M, bum. You're a bum.
But we talk about because this was in the midst of George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter riots and protests and stuff, and he's saying all those guys out there, they're without this one thing. Do you know what it is? And he pointed to the door at the crucifix. It's right there on that door. They're all without God. Right? And then we were out driving. He saw a bumper sticker that said, "Stop hate" or "Resist hate," and it said, "Yeah, that's probably a Black Lives Matter Antifa bonehead." Fast forward to May of this year, and this Uncle David got busted for dissemination of explicit material to a minor and attempting to meet up with a minor under the age of 16 for sex. And is currently in jail. He's been arraigned, this happened a week ago. He's been arraigned and he's being in jail for $100,000. So, oopsie.
Did he go to you and ask you to bail him out?
He didn't contact any of us. He just fell off the map, and we were like, "Where the hell is he?" And then my dad looked up his name and found a news article about it. So,
Hey, your uncle was on the news. Nice.
Basically, basically what happened was he was looking on probably like Grindr or Tinder or something for a date, and then a child came across on there, like a young girl, it was like 14 or 15 or whatever, contacted him, and then they had some conversations across different platforms, and then that conversation was intercepted by either like the FBI or the parents who went to the police, and they probably got set up or whatever. So he drove across from New York to Massachusetts to try and meet up with this girl, and then when he got arrested, he resisted the police and fucked up a bunch of shit. So that's why he's being held on a $100,000 bond. And so yeah, he's just locked away in jail right now and probably gonna go to prison.
Follow-up question: are you aware if this is genetic at all?
Yeah, this is a hereditary.
Not.
You talking about homophobia or?
Oh no, liking kids. That's what we're talking about.
Just making sure, you know.
Just being conservative. If you're conservative, you're a pedophile.
He likes kids so much that he's with somebody 11 years older than him.
Yes.
It went in reverse.
Well, yeah, that's my that's my cover story.
That hasn't stopped people before.
No, but I love my girlfriend.
I remember some like drama video being like, I related to the story, related to the thing you just said, some drama video where they were like, how could this person be attracted to children? They're married.
People, and no one's ever cheated on their wife with a child before.
Yeah. And also,
SRV, what's your take on this?
Also, I'm not gonna say the name of the people involved in this because I don't care anymore. But the other thing was, oh, this person's married, and also I talked to 3 children that this person interacted with. I asked them if they got raped, and they said no. So.
And no.
Yeah.
SRV, what's your take? Where is he? Is he gone?
SRV's dead.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Bad luck.
Brian.
Man.
Dropping like
Dang
flies
it.
on this show. Dang it. Anyways, all right,
Dang
let's
it.
see the rest of this fucking loser.
I love people.
I love people, but
just because you love somebody doesn't mean that you're gonna.
I love people, but.
However.
I love people and their
Every
butts.
single decision that they make in life, it's not a requirement.
So, are you saying that LGBTQ plus people, they are living in sin?
If they are acting out on those decisions,
You're a
in other
piece of
words,
shit,
Decisions.
dickhead. You can't even get your fucking eyes straight. How the fuck can you pretend you're straight? Your eye line isn't even straight, buddy. Look at them.
You're as straight as spaghetti, my
with certain
dude.
tendencies, and that's a similar.
Yeah, uncooked. Ha! Got your ass.
With sexuality, and ultimately, I'm gonna side with what God says. Okay. And
I loathe.
He's acting like he's talked with God personally.
Yes, he's conferred with him.
He has. I mean, that's the thing. They're all schizophrenic.
I mean, when I was on a drug trip, when I was previously addicted to DMT and decided to become a self-righteous fucking addict that found God, I talked with God, and he said that being gay is a sin. And I didn't make the rules. God made the rules. Is what he just said. God's not real.
He also told me to kill my wife. He still tells me that actually every day.
Well, that's what I'm going to say to the judge. I didn't make the rules. God made the rules.
make the rules. God made the rules. So don't point at me. I'm just
don't
going
point
off
at
what
me.
the
You're a
Bible says.
piece of shit. You're an actual piece of shit.
It is sinful.
Too bad we don't know who made
you
God.
to act out on that.
You could just do.
I really like. Hold on, pause it again.
Why do this?
I took a philosophy course my first semester, I want to say, of college ever. So this was like 2011, okay? And my professor actually did that in like a what is it? Continuous like exponential thing, like showing. Well, you know, like if God created us, somebody had to have created God, and like kept going with like huge fucking thing, and like essentially just said, hey everybody, God's not real, and like told us to like fuck off essentially, and like there was like a bunch of people in class that got all like pissed off at him and everything, and
Okay. It's... I don't know. I don't think... When you're just, you know, enveloped in just artificial conviction, where just you need to believe in this because it's, you know, a culture that you've grafted yourself upon, like there's nothing you can do to persuade them. It's just, you know.
I mean, the fact that these people always immediately go to whenever they're questioned, they go to.
It's not my
fault.
fault.
Well, like I don't know. It's out of my hands.
They have no what is it? Agency.
It's outside of my jurisdiction. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No responsibility. No. That's the thing. They take away all their agency.
Well, yeah.
They of course love and accept all people, but the decisions you make mean that you need to burn for all eternity.
Yes.
Yeah. So your decisions.
I mean, that's where the F slur came
you know,
from.
mean
as a
that
slur.
you have to die, but you know, I'm not making a decision to hate. Like that's not a decision. That's what God chose.
That's what God chose. I'm not.
Yeah, God chose.
I'm just the messenger here.
I mean, yeah, God said I have to hate you. He also said love thy neighbor, but I ignore that because I just like to hate.
Well, I mean, there's a quality upon.
I mean, you can love thy neighbor, but if you love thy neighbor too hard, that's gay, and then you go to hell.
Yeah.
I think this guy might be.
This guy's definitely gay, right?
He's definitely doing that.
God, stop doing that.
No, I'm being serious. Okay,
he's
not all homophobes are gay,
definitely-
but this guy definitely is gay. Can we agree on this?
He definitely sucked a dick or two to get the police academy.
By what metric are you saying this?
He's such a fucking fanboy for God that he's got to be gay. He needs someone to be a god over upon him and be dominated by the fucking ultimate power of God.
What does that mean?
It means that he's gay. It's that
No,
simple.
I get what Jack's saying. I get this one.
You're saying he's gay for God. I don't see how that makes him gay in general.
Okay, well that's just.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna fucking track down whoever this guy is. I'm gonna look for his like picture on Grindr, and then when I find it, I'm gonna expose it on the show. I'm gonna get a VPN and change it over to fucking Idaho, wherever the fuck it is. I know there's only like 4 people over there, so it shouldn't be hard to find.
It'll be super easy. Super easy.
Yeah. And I'll find him. This guy, whatever this man's name is, I'll find you. I'm coming for you.
You're whating?
I'm coming for you.
You will. I know you will.
People, I mean, obviously, with the reaction that's happening around the country and the world, people are...
In the world, yeah.
The world.
Feeling just kind of
up
like in Yemen.
There are people who are gay, and there are people who want gay people to die, so really the debate is still ongoing.
And people are just rejecting it. They're standing up and saying, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. You guys should die.
We've had enough.
But this isn't a hate thing?
Absolutely not. No hate at all.
I don't know. Okay. I feel like there's a way you could argue this and have it not being a hate thing. If it was self-aware, right? If he was self-aware, dressed as a homosexual man, like what is a homosexual man? A heterosexual man, I mean. Dressed as a heterosexual man to get a discount. That would be funny.
If it was like a drag king kind of thing, then I would understand that. But
A Drake drag saw, if you would.
yeah, Drake drag queen. But this is literally just be straight. Please.
It's so...
It's not
I don't
hate.
know. It's the love thing. It's not hate. I don't know if this guy actually feels like he's being hateful. I don't think he feels it in his heart. Was like,
dissonance is there.
I hate the faggots. But, you know.
What the fuck was that?
It was a really interesting voice.
That was Satan just
What did you
erupted out of
fucking
my...
say?
He said, I hate the faggot.
Dude, why would you say that?
Oh, thank you.
I did this joke actually at Wegmans because people will pass you shit to like be Christian, right?
Oh,
like,
they're
persuade
great.
you and
His
be
head
Christian.
explodes.
Oh, I got a
And
story
one-
about that.
and
I got
one
a
of
good
the-
story about people trying to get me to be Christian.
And I said to one of the customers, "Oh, you just got me just in time, Satan." They're like, "Oh, I want your soul, Satan."
You did not. Did you really?
No, but can you imagine?
Yeah.
I thought about it after I did it, after I took it.
Cool.
But I did rip it in half and throw it in the trash.
Considering like you have
Because you're so
messed
cool.
with customers in the past, I almost
have a-
that's only slightly above where you go.
Well, it was one of the chick tracks I already have because I have like 10 of them. Go ahead, Siri.
I like your little collection.
Yeah, so I was eating fucking lunch at McDonald's one time, and I'm sitting there,
Brag.
and I just get done eating, and this old guy walks over, and he's like, hands me a pamphlet. He's like, "Do you believe in God?" And I'm like, "I'm Buddhist, actually, so now." He's like, well, then you gotta believe in God so you can save your soul and go to heaven.
Please.
Well, I am Buddhist. I don't really care. And then he was like, Jesus saved me when I was in the Air Force and I got double pneumonia.
And I was under and when my brain was fucked up, and I was possibly under medication that was fucking up the way I was perceiving things.
Jesus saved me, and I was just like, "That's great for you, man. I hope you have a good day. Can you please move?" So he moved, and I'm walking, and I was like, "You ever think about cutting your hair?" And this guy, by the way, he said he was in the Air Force 70 years.
Shut up, Buster.
That would have been. He was like 80 or something. He's like, "You ever think about cutting your hair?" And I was like, I was like, "Dude, Jesus had long hair. Why do you care?" And I threw out the pamphlet in front of him and walked out.
Nice. That means he was minimum 88 years old.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, I remember 88 years old. That fucking meant this guy was around to see rock stars who had long hair. Sometimes people just have long hair, dude.
Yeah, but he hated it. But it wasn't a hate thing. It was just Jesus said.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't a hate.
Jesus, when he had double pneumonia in the military, Jesus was like, "I'm the only one allowed to have good hair."
It's just, please don't.
That was his war story, double pneumonia.
Be forced to participate into something that we don't want to do, I guess.
I guess you're not, though. Are you forced to participate?
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
I love this film.
Well,
Oh man, this reporter
I keep saying the word extreme, but it's just everywhere. It's pervasive, and it's
pervasive.
And I think people are tired of saying, 5 out of the 6 stores I went in today, it was just all over the place. And
yeah, you can also see heterosexual male pride, there's shit there that's for heterosexual males. You can find fucking King Kong DVD box sets and American flags and shit. Don't worry, you're there too.
Oh yeah.
You can have all your booby sticker. You can have your look, pretty woman.
What are these people doing that they would not want to do? Gay people are making them do anyway. Besides just acknowledging that they exist.
Looking at a rainbow flag, seeing a rainbow flag.
They're seeing colors.
It's the same thing with anti-vaxxers. They're gonna force me to take the vaccine. No, Walmart just doesn't want you if you're constantly coughing up blood.
I mean, it was a shame. It's all culture shit. It's the same thing with Bud Light, where it's they gave Dylan Mulvaney a 6-pack of fucking beer, and they were like, "That's it. We're done with Bud Light. No more."
And then they immediately forgot about that.
Oh yeah, it was
turn on the TV and it's all on the TV
and it's all over the place.
Turn on the TV and it's always
there's people commenting online. This is a publicity stunt. This is definitely marketing for sure, but it's also celebrating heterosexuality, and you can do both of those things at once. I'm a business owner. I want people to.
It's like celebrating heterosexuality. It's just celebrating the standard banal being of existence.
Can we ask this guy what his opinion is on the Ku Klux Klan? Because all they did was celebrate being white.
The reason why we don't celebrate per se, celebrate as in we don't come out and say yay. We don't celebrate heterosexuality is because we don't celebrate heterosexuality culture, quote unquote, is because heterosexuality is the culture. It is the baseline culture.
The majority. It's seen as the default by a lot of people, so there's no reason for it to have anything to uplift it within culture, because it's just the thing that people automatically think of.
That's the problem, is people don't realize that, since it's so it is their culture, so because of that they don't realize
my culture is not your costume, it's just an Oshkosh.
The majority sees themselves as both the top of the hierarchy and the default of society and biology and all that stuff.
Yes,
but that's just not true.
I mean, it's the same thing with why there's no White History Month or White Pride, is because white culture is the culture.
White pride, but there's a certain group that does that.
Yeah, they carry torches.
Yeah, they were only declared a terrorist group.
Okay. Anyways.
What? You're not
nuance doesn't exist in there.
Joe Biden.
I'm looking for. I guess we should talk about.
We need to do the one.
What about and rotate?
We'll talk about and rotate. Okay.
This is the one.
So President Trump, apparently he had AIDS, and one of them went to jail.
Sad.
AIDS.
Yep. Former Trump aide Steve Bannon ordered to jail by July 1st. Mark your calendars, folks. Why do you get time, by the way? When a normal person has to go to jail, they go to jail.
I think it's from like security clearances and shit. Like he used to have those and whatever.
Sure.
So like, they have to figure all their shit out. I don't know. I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to figure out why.
It's so funny thinking about. Okay, sorry. On the light of this, I just realized two things. Number one, Trump's a felon, so now he cannot get security clearance. How the fuck is he gonna be president? How the fuck can you be president and not get security clearance?
Did he just pardon himself?
We don't know. Because that's never been attempted. And number two, if he were to go to jail, how would that work with, like, the Secret Service and all that? Like, would they be in the jail with him?
I don't know.
It's almost like
everybody's talking about this. We don't know what the answer is. And hopefully we will never need to know because hopefully he won't win.
And
it's almost like the system was
intended. And then he'll die in the next 4 years.
Over time.
Like statistically speaking, with his age and his health, probably will die within the next 4 to 8 years.
Actually, I want to say something. I want to correct the record here as to my stance because after the previous Trump episode, I did think about what I was talking about for more than 5 seconds, and
why would you do that?
Drake was saying something about like, oh, felons can't get a job, but Trump can be president.
Felons can't vote.
Yeah, felons can't vote or get a job. But
felons can get a job.
Felons can get a job, but
they have restrictions.
They Turk him a gerb.
Yeah. Felons can't vote, but Trump can be president after being a felon. And I think the stance we came to was that Trump shouldn't be president for being a felon.
No, I was saying that I think felons should be able to vote.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, but if you have it where Trump can run for president, I said this in the last episode because I think it's his First Amendment right to be able to run for president. Then felons should be able to vote if they can run for president.
Yeah. But I think I'm glad that was corrected. That was the one thing I wanted corrected. But also, I just want to say, it's not like Trump.
Skibbity.
Who the fuck said that?
Get the fuck out! All of us except for you said it.
It's not like
get
Trump
the fuck out!
I hate
it's
you,
not
Siri.
like Trump had a single drug choice.
I hate you,
and now he can't run for president forever. I don't think that should happen. But also, 34 counts of falsifying business documents, on top of all of the other crimes that he's committed in the close to, I don't even know how old he is. Too long of years
76?
He's been on this earth.
78.
Over 70 years he's been on this earth.
70 decades.
That should do something.
Maybe something.
It feels like 70 decades.
Like, it's like, people are saying that he probably won't go to jail because he doesn't have any prior history. And it's like, if you get 34 counts in one fell swoop, I don't know if you can say, you can talk about prior history when you get 34 in one.
Yeah, and that's not even the only thing he's being charged with or about to be charged with, let's be real, in this exact moment.
Yes.
There's like 3 other suits going on.
Yeah, he's got 3 more indictments to get through. A federal judge ordered former Trump White House aide Steve Bannon to report to jail by July 1st to begin serving a 4-month sentence for his contempt of Congress conviction. I like that he will be out in time in November just to make sure that he's able to serve under Trump if he... The order by Judge Carl Nichols, they just doxed their fucking whole name, I guess, came 3 weeks after federal prosecutors urged... Yes, it's just funny. Urged him to lift a stay on Bannon's sentence pending an appeal of his conviction. He was found in contempt for... it was in contempt of Congress for refusing to comply with a subpoena from a House committee investigating the Jan 6, 2021 U.S. Capitol riot by supporters of former President Donald Trump. Well, no, that was Antifa. It sucks. Because now it's like we're seeing it right now, the consequences of just these guys. And I know that I'm treading, I'm preaching to the choir here. These guys literally just believe they could just stack lies on top of one another, just ignore subpoenas and lie about this and lie about that. Like Trump on Truth Social the other day is lying right now, saying that under Trump, insulin prices went down, when it was under Biden passing a bill to cap insulin prices at $35 a month. Which nobody fucking remembers, because people have the memory of a goldfish.
I remembered that that Biden did that.
Well, yeah.
Because you fucking need insulin, you fat bastard.
Yeah, that...
No.
That was so mean. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I'm not. I mean, when I was really heavy, I'm gonna be serious for a second. I was pre-diabetic when I was about 40 or 50 pounds hevier, but I'm not anymore.
That was so mean. I'm sorry. I just thought it.
Well, yeah. Well, you would be type 2, so I don't feel sympathetic.
I mean, I'm obviously not anymore.
Type 2 is the kind you don't feel sorry for.
You're a terrible host here. You're not supposed to feel bad for being mean to people.
When they said to me, "You're pre-diabetic," I went, "Oh shit, I'm that person," and just dropped the weight because I'm like, I don't want to be that person.
I simply lost weight. Why can't more people do that?
I did.
A federal judge.
It's not hard. Anyway.
A federal judge in Washington, D.C. at a hearing Thursday ordered former Trump White House aide Steve Bannon to... Yeah, we read that. A federal appeals court panel in a unanimous ruling on May 10th upheld Bannon's conviction in the case. At Thursday's hearing, Bannon's lawyer, David Schoen, reacted emotionally to Nicole's order. One thing you have to learn as a lawyer is that when the judge has made his decision, you don't stand up and start yelling now, Nicole said, according to NBC News. I've had enough, the judge said as Schoen continued talking. The lawyer replied, I'm not yelling.
Cool.
You're sending a man to prison who thought he was complying with the law. We don't do that in my... Who thought he was complying in the law? Doesn't everyone famously say ignorance is not an excuse for...
Yes.
Or whatever the hell it is?
Correct.
Who thought he was complying in the law. We don't do that in my system. Contrary to our system of justice. Nicole shot back. I think you should sit down.
So what's actually kind of funny about this is that Carl Nichols was appointed by Donald Trump.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
That is really funny. That happens all the time. Like every single Trump that judge has appointed. Every single judge that Trump has appointed to, check the veracity of the 2020 election has all favored, every single judge, including basically all the ones that Trump appointed, have all favored in favor of Biden winning the election, that there wasn't significant election fraud. It's so funny that Trump doesn't get the same quid pro quo that he thought he was getting in, business and stuff. He fucks with people in politics, and, they have, surprisingly, some of them have ethics.
You're meaning to tell me that conservatives just fabricate a victim complex and persecution towards themselves where none exists?
No, that'd be crazy.
It's wild. You're just telling me this for the first time.
You know that bullshit,
By the way,
impeachment.
Sorry, I have a correction here. He's not going to prison either. He's going to jail. Not prison. He's going to jail. All right?
Those are different things, I think.
They are different things. Jail is for jail, and prison is for felons.
So I should probably find the article about this, but you know that that stupid impeachment thing that they were doing against Biden for I don't know what reason.
Laptop. I don't know.
Because his son had a laptop where
you know
he was fucking hookers
it
and
just
doing
fizzled
crack.
out. It's gone now, right? Like that entire thing got thrown out 2 days, right?
Oh,
damn.
I mean, yeah, because why are we convicting Biden for something his son did?
Yeah. And it's like...
What did his son even do? I've heard about it.
He had sex with hookers and did cocaine and crack.
Actually?
Yes. And that's why they're mad at him.
Trump didn't?
He did.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but there was a lawsuit.
Rules
about
for
that.
thee, not for me. Remember the motto.
Okay.
That's so fucking funny.
You're a
I can't
coup
believe Trump
plotter! It's a failed coup! A protester fucking yells at the judge. That's awesome. You're a coup plotter! Mr.
That is funny.
Grinch!
I like that.
Remember the guy who lit himself on fire outside of the Trump trial? That shit's
Yes.
fucked
What?
up.
I don't
It
remember
is
that.
funny to be like, you were
The
planning
one
a-
that did that a little while, just what was it, like a couple ago or whatever?
It is
And wasn't
funny.
it unrelated to the trial too?
It
Like,
is-
Well,
was
he
just
was like a
incidental?
really weird, like, conspiracy theorist. Like, he
Yeah.
thought that Biden and Trump were working together to, like,
It is
bring
just.
down, like,
It's so.
He
It
was
is the fucking
Trump.
spitting image of irony. It is the spitting image of irony for this protester here to yell that this judge is in cahoots to plan a coup, who just convicted someone for planning a coup. For the Jan 6th Capitol riot was an attempted coup to overturn the election.
You know what? I don't understand why they're giving all these guys prison sentences just for making a house to put their chickens in. Shit's fucked up.
Oh no.
what did you lose?
I'm missing a tiny board. Oh, never mind. I'm fine. I'm good.
Cool.
Crisis averted,
Was that a
everybody.
necessary freak out during the...
Oh no!
Oh no, my
Yeah.
tiny little board
What?
game.
I was
because
just
I'm a
recording
little
some audio for an
autistic boy,
infomercial
I
I'm
have,
filming.
Like 20 million board games.
The show's canceled, everybody. The board game's missing.
You know, we could cancel
of
Drake. Drake did get me to gamble the other night.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah, I did also win like $20 billion, but you know,
Yes,
that's beside the point.
also funny.
Keep gambling.
Yeah, I promote gambling actually.
Yeah,
We made her. She went all and got.
What was it? Yeah.
We here at Degeneracy Live support gambling.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
got,
support
like,
liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness, and if that includes, you know,
Gambling
gambling,
at the
your
age of
life
12.
savings, and
I include
children's
12.
college
Is that
fund.
what you are now? You're 12 now.
No, I'm not 12, but I think 12-year-old. I think the minimum gambling age should be 11. And I say minimum like we need.
What do you
we
hate
need to get them
freedom?
gambling at 11.
What do you
When they
hate
turn
free-
11, we send them to the fucking casino.
We send them to the casino. We sign them up for credit cards. You know, as many credit cards as we can really get them on.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
True.
This episode is sponsored by gambling.
This episode is sponsored by the Hard Rock Casino, ho.
Do we remember Skibbity Biden?
Yes.
Oh, I could never forget Skibbity Biden.
We're
Sadly.
finally seeing some of the shit from Biden's meme team. It's like OJ's
Ooh.
dream team, but it's the meme team. So let's check this out here.
Let's see.
This is a classic meme.
It's like meme review, but without the Nazis.
Meme review.
Jamilyn, do you hate Jewish people?
No.
No, next question.
I love Jewish people as much as it is normal to love Jewish people.
So check
You could've
this
just
out.
left it at no.
Whoa, it's that guy.
We're also voting
Whoa,
for
whoa,
Joby-Wan Kenobi. Oh my god, it's the voice of Skips.
Hey, I'm Mark Hamill,
Hey!
and I'm voting.
You were in the
What are
Big
you-
Bang
what are you
Theory.
doing in my house?
That's
Hey.
that's the joke, guys.
Wow.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
That's so cool.
Are you gonna
Okay, can I
write
just
in
say-
Joby-Wan Kenobi?
Can I just say, Dark Brandon shit is so stupid.
I disagree.
I love Dark Brandon. Fuck off. It makes me
That is
so
the-
happy.
It is
That shit
funny
is
in an
stupid,
ironic
but I love it.
way, where it's like
it's ironically funny. Yes.
Well, yeah, it's just like as soon as Biden caught wind of it,
no, because I feel
Got
like when that
worse.
happened in 2022, the fucking Democrat. I feel like that's part of the reason why the red wave was mitigated as hard as it was because of the dark Brandon
because
memes.
Dark Brandon was
Yes,
so
because there was
funny.
instilled confidence in like the Democratic Party. Basically, in any other time in recent history, during the midterms, the fucking Congress and the Senate, you know, whenever there was a senatorial election, would flip to the inverse party. There was like an incumbent deficit, basically. And while it did flip, it flipped by like 4 seats. So, I mean, it was remarkable. It was such...
You know what? I'll say what no one else will. Dark Brandon is worse than I'm with her.
Is it worse than Skibbity
Wait,
Biden?
you don't know about I'm with her? Oh, that was the 2016 fucking shit with Hillary.
That was Hillary
Oh, no,
Clinton.
I do. No.
Because
That
at
shit was-
least
No, you want to know what I remember? In second grade, that's how old I was during the 2016 election.
I'm
grade.
gonna kill myself because you were in second grade and I was.
There was a kid in my grade or a grade above me who had a pin that said "Love Trump's hate," and I thought that was so stupid because I knew it wasn't a pro-Trump thing, and I was like, "That's fucking stupid. Why would you say you want to love something of Trump if you're against him?"
You didn't know it was a
understand that in
word?
second grade, as an adult, you should understand that. If you don't understand it, your life's already over. All right, you fucking brain dead moron.
You've been
You might as well get in the
brainwashed.
little fucking Switzerland suicide pod.
You thought it said to love Trump's hate?
That's what it says.
No, Trump is a word, honey. Trump is a word. That's the joke.
You're supposed. No, I get it. You're supposed to love the hate that Trump provides.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't make the rules. Trump makes the rules.
Because these pins, I'm fucking killing myself.
Did you just
Wait, did
figure
you just
this out?
realize
Have
it
you
now?
just come to this realization?
I forgot that Trump was the word.
Like, I don't even think that's
wait,
Go
you
dunk your head in the
just
fucking
realized this
toilet bowl,
right now.
Siri. That's fucking
I
ridiculous.
not realized that's what it fucking meant.
Go
Yeah,
dunk your
yeah, I
head in
knew
the
Trump-
toilet bowl.
Well, yeah. The 2016 election ruined the term Trump card for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Jamilyn, you wrote in Hillary, right? She would have been the fucking man for this country. She sat back and let her husband get his fucking dick devoured by a fucking intern and
He was
didn't
like
turn against
22,
him.
Yeah.
She didn't turn against him. She didn't turn against him during that. She would have stood up for the country.
Yep.
I'm such a moron.
Wait, you actually only realized it right now at this very moment.
Yeah, because I didn't fucking think about it until right
We're
now.
learning here. This show's educational.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the excuse to not
We're
understand
learning a
what
lot
words
of things
mean.
here. I just googled
You're
who Steve
15.
Bannon
You should
was.
know that Trump is a word.
I knew
It's
what
not
it
just a
meant.
name.
I knew it's a word. It's that fucking. In second grade, I
Okay,
didn't.
there was no
And I just
apostrophe
didn't
on
think
the
about
S
it.
there. If it was love Trump's hate, it would be an apostrophe. It would be
I don't remember
possessive.
an apostrophe or not. I was in second
Love
grade.
is a hate.
No, because it would
Trump's a
be
hateful
possessive
person,
if
and I
it was
love
his
that.
hate.
I hate all of you, especially you, Drake.
I hate you
We
too,
need to have the
Siri.
IR episode, and we need to let me and Drake have a fucking fist fight.
We need to
because that would be.
I fucking hate you so much, Siri. I actually do.
I hate you
and
too,
I'm not
Drake.
even joking.
I'm not joking either, dude.
This is me against you.
Yeah, no. When we have the IR episode, we're gonna get into a fucking MMA ring, and I'm gonna drop you on your head.
There's a guy at my workplace that looks exactly like fucking Dr. Fauci, and it always pisses me off.
Yeah, he does.
Why does he
I
have
know
such
what
a
you're
big
talking
forehead?
about.
And he's a
Why does he have
conservative too, so it's fucking weird.
Why does he got such a big head?
Bizarro
All the
world
brains up
Fauci.
there. So this is MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, petulantly fucking haranguing Fauci. I was gonna say Biden, Fauci here over the COVID vaccine. This is
Still
set.
on this shit?
Yeah, we're still on this shit. It is 2024, and the world has decided that the fucking pandemic is over. Even though we're basically at the same rates, but it's whatever. We basically just decided it's over.
We just have two flus.
The vaccine, no one's died from it. Everyone's fine. We're not fucking mutating and shit. But still,
I don't know about you.
MTG's fucking.
I am.
You're transitioning. That's the word. you're
I
looking for.
grew antennas and like cat ears and like a weird shark tail and stuff when I took the vaccine. So I don't know about you.
I'm gonna go get a peace tea real quick, and then we'll start watching this.
Yeah. I gotta take more vaccines in that case.
I'm gonna take a vaccine.
We're gonna be here all night because this
After-
is such a painful video. I can't
After
wait.
I took the vaccine, I actually became a psychic, and now I can see into the future. And I have to ask, are you guys ready to work at the blood mines?
Is the blood mines really that like big of a deal in the future?
It is. Yeah, it really is. No, we need to get blood out of the earth for some reason. After the apocalypse, there's just a bunch of blood kind of towards the center of the earth, kind of pretty, like I would say like a couple 30 miles down. So we gotta We dig a lot to get the blood out of the earth.
Why do we
Harvest the
need to
blood.
get it out?
For Dracula.
I haven't really looked too much into why we need the blood.
It's for Dracula.
But
Yeah.
well,
big
yeah, I
Dracula
know
comes down
vampires
after you.
exist. In the future, vampires exist. That's how Drake dies. I was curious.
I become a vampire.
Drake gets no. You get sucked dry by a vampire. You aren't that cool.
No, I become a vampire.
No, you died.
That's not how that
many-
works.
Okay, there was an
you died
episode of
from Bloodlust.
Fanboy and Chum Chum that seemed to think you become a
Are you
vampire
fucking-
if you get
are
bit
you
by a
7
vampire.
Years old? Are you 7 years old?
They confused vampires with zombies.
I think there are some versions of vampires that do that, but not most of them.
No.
I mean, Dracula is just a metaphor for gay people. That is what a vampire.
Okay.
It's a guy who hides during the day and comes out at night and sucks other men.
And what's that at night?
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Yes.
Advisor, but he is
Fanboy
not
and
an
Chum Chum is
advisor
just a metaphor
on
for gay
policy.
people.
He
That's
writes-
very confusing to have someone's title and not having that to be their obligation.
But that is the fact, though.
I think that supports what we said. There needs to be more oversight and there needs to be more accountability. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired, but these points are very clear to all of us today in this hearing room. I yield back.
I now recognize Mr. Garcia from California for 5 minutes. Oh, he left?
No, he left.
Shit.
I would have left.
He's playing hooky.
5 minutes.
10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I hate her voice.
Oh.
I hate it so much.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Mr.
glad.
Chairman.
I'm so glad that it's now a bipartisan glee that she is a bitch and she needs to go.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, this is how important local elections are, that this woman is in the fucking House of Representatives.
Yeah.
Mr. Fauci, you were quoted
Mr. Fauci.
on CBS.
Oh, keep an eye out. Okay, so she calls him Mr.
Face
Fauci, and nobody notices or gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
But
I
then
think we talked about that exact Fauci clip on the show.
nobody notices that she insists on calling him Mr. Fauci until she explicitly says, I'm calling you Mr. Fauci. I'm dead naming yo ass, because you ain't a doctor. And basically wastes the rest of her time insisting that she...
I'll be right back.
Don't spoil, okay? Come on, let's
saying
go.
it's easy to criticize, but they're really criticizing science because I represent science. Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci?
I am a scientist who uses the scientific method to gain information.
Yes, you said you represent science. Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci? Yes or
Again,
no? Yes or no?
No, that's not a yes or no answer.
Yes, it's a yes or no.
I'm going to create a yes or no question, so that way either way you sound like an idiot. I'm going to create it, and you can only respond this way or that way. If you respond a different way, I didn't plan for that in my head.
I mean, he is a scientist.
He is a scientist, so, like...
He does use the scientific method.
Okay, but it's like, she's phrasing it deceptively, in, like, him saying
Well, yeah,
he
she's
represents
obviously gonna
science.
be like, oh, if you represent science, then what's
Do you
all this
fully
thing?
represent all science ever?
That's not what he
That's
said.
ever
Like,
existing.
It's like
That's
Keemstar's
what she's
old...
implying. Yeah, it's so disingenuous. Yeah.
It's like Keemstar's old bit of, like, do your parents know you're gay? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Yes or no? It's like you're stapling something upon that's like having a...
Well, yeah. And, like, obviously the quote that she's questioning about is just saying that because they're questioning the vaccine, they're questioning the validity of science and, like, medicine as a whole.
Yes.
I don't think it is.
Okay, well, we'll take that as a you don't know what you represent.
Oh, I...
But this as director.
I'm just going to decide how you answered there.
And these are my two EP dogs.
On these so-called scientific experiments. And as a dog lover, I want
As a dog lover, I side with people that flashbang dogs to death.
She's so, like, appeal to emotion, it's not even funny.
As a
like,
dog
What the fuck is up with her eyes? Oh my god!
Her reptilian skin suit's malfunctioning here.
Holy shit!
What's even going on in
This
that
looks like
picture she's holding up?
it looks like they're doing some experiment on dogs. Which
I mean, As a psychic, I can confirm that Marjorie Taylor Greene does become a demon in the future. I don't know if she currently is right now, but
Is she the initial vampire?
No, she's not a vampire. She's not that cool. She just rips off her skin and it's all red and shit, and she's got like claws and stuff, and then she just gets shot in the head, and we don't ever hear about it
immediately.
Yeah, like someone just took
as soon as that's revealed.
Does anyone know what this picture
the
is from?
Space Marines got on her ass.
I told you, it's they're getting bitten by like a certain kind of like gnat or flea or something, so that they can develop a completely different vaccine that has nothing to do with Fauci. Actually, he didn't oversee that like vaccine.
So it's just like a normal exposure experiment.
Yeah. So they're exposing.
I don't know, but as a dog hater, I like this.
True.
It's just
dog
hater. I think they should put more cyberlinks into dogs.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
What you signed off on.
Okay,
if
if this was an experiment that he signed off on and did, and this was actually torturing the dogs, all right, let's consider all of
She
this.
doesn't even explain what this is. She just shows a picture of two dogs lying down.
I don't know what this is, but I got a stiff one.
What?
What?
I don't know. It was
Just
funny
let that
in my
one sit.
We will let that one sit.
But even if it is actually torturing these dogs, right? Let's assume all of this. Even though it's not, this person here, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I would 100% guarantee they're against artificial meat being grown and other sort of things to counteract the torture that is put upon animals in like the agricultural industry to process them into food. I guarantee that they are against putting safeguards on that, even just currently on the agricultural process, because people have a fucking stiff one for farmers. You know, people are like, oh, farmers control the whole, they're the most important people in the whole country, so they should get all the rights. But I guarantee you that Marjorie Taylor Greene is against things that are against torturing animals in agriculture, or even just synthetic meat or lab-grown meat. She's against that. So she's not against animal cruelty or animal torture. You know, she eats her steaks, and she'll have it too. So you can't be like, I disavow just torturing animals to create a vaccine to save lives. I disavow that because the poor puppy.
Yeah, this is a moral that she only has if she can use it as an own.
Poor puppy.
To beagles.
Paid
for by the American taxpayer. And I want you to know Americans
The American taxpayer? What is a taxpayer?
Content, you're not going to believe this.
You're not going to believe this, but most Americans are in fact taxpayers. So.
Oh shit.
Shit. Speaking of taxes,
did I call this? Wow, I'm surprised.
What did you do?
What did you find?
What did you do?
I didn't find it. Synthetic meat should stop forcing. We don't buy your idiotic climate cult lies and don't want your nasty fake meat. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's
fake. Yeah.
So they're not against animal cruelty. Like I used
for
to...
animal cruelty.
We know.
I'm for animal cruelty.
For animals to be tortured like this.
Animals.
So the type of science that
Is there like an American tax apple too, or is it just an American taxpayer?
An American taxpayer like a question posed. This isn't even like a
juice.
Anyways, this isn't even a question posed to Fauci. It's just like you should feel bad, even though. Like, what are you talking about?
I like Fauci's response.
I mean, it's just a total pathos argument that's completely fallacious. Like,
Mr.
It's
Fauci
it's just playing to a bait.
abhorrent, and it needs
Mr.
to stop.
Fauci.
Mr. Fauci, you also.
How many times she's like insisting and putting Mr. Fauci in fucking 18 times?
Yeah, she's waiting until someone notices it, and no one does because no one likes
represent
it.
the type of science
Science.
Where you confess that you made up the
You can't even
COVID
read that because she didn't put it big enough.
6 feet social distancing and masking of children.
I never said I made it.
Look, the Daily Mail said it.
No.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Is like all these are from like Daily Mail.
So are you
They're from Daily Mail and NIPO. Like,
saying this is fake news, Mr.
I didn't
Fauci?
say I made anything up.
What did you say?
I said that it is not based in science and it just appeared.
But this is science.
What does dogs have to do with anything?
What do they have to do with anything?
What does it have to do with anything? You're all over the place, lady. Calm down. What happened?
Who hurt you?
Second time, who hurt you?
She's looking around like, why is nobody like high-fiving each other when I'm owning them?
Also, what does she think making up guidelines means?
I mean,
think,
you have to call the shots on something. Like,
do they have to go through years of peer-reviewed scientific process to know stand a bit farther away from people in order to not get sick?
Yes.
By 6 feet, they had to wear masks.
No!
So let's also talk a little bit further about the type of science that you represent.
That's the worst.
NIH scientists made $710 million in royalties
Your pesky
from
science.
drug makers.
Look, it's literally NIPO. Like, it's all propaganda, dude. And first of all, this is just the headline here. There's no actual reveal of like how this is relevant or like what they actually mean by this. Drug makers has like the correlation to like drug dealers and such like that, but drug makers could just be any pharmaceutical company.
And also, it implies that like, I don't know what a fact they tried to hide means. It's probably stupid, but also, just because scientists get money for their work does not mean they automatically have the motivation
to just make up science,
people.
To sell more science at the science store.
Unlike the kinds of people who would just make things up for money, most scientists care.
I mean, a scientist is a job. To be a scientist, it means that you have an interest in the field. And it's not an easy field to get into. If you want to be a scammer, there's scammer fields to get into.
Oh yeah. Why didn't I fucking think of this? If you hate scientists doing shit for money, then you're gonna hate the guy who invented the anti-vax movement.
Yeah.
A fact that's been hidden. Let's talk about the fact about.
I can't believe
is
Walter
it right
White funded
for
Fauci.
Scientists and doctors getting paid by the American people, government taxpayer paychecks to get patents,
Yes.
where they're paid
No,
millions
not
and
patents.
hundreds of millions of dollars. And
But your issue isn't with the patents. Your issue is that they get paid.
Yep.
I mean, that is their job. They get a salary. You get paid 6 figures a year to just fucking bloviate on the fucking stand and show tiny screenshots of fucking NIPO and the Washington Post that you can't even fucking read because you didn't format it properly. You actual fucking psycho bitch. And the fucking guy at
Siri,
Kinko's
what's your
didn't want
problem
to...
with anything you say?
The guy at Kinko's that printed these little boards here didn't want to hear your shit and fix it for you, so he just did it and told you to fuck off. Fucking bloviating about like false flag laws and shit.
You
and,
need
like,
to rotate it 90 degrees. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like on one of them, and it like have it right on the page,
Yeah.
and it just it's done because they didn't care.
She didn't know.
Yes.
Especially
Bloviate is a
when
word.
the NIH and these government agencies, most powerful agencies.
She looks like her skin suit is malfunctioning here. Like, what the fuck? Like, like you see her roots coming up through like her bleached blonde hair. She is such a synthetic human.
It is so funny that she, of all people, is talking about having financial incentives to make shit up.
Yeah, she gets paid $170-something thousand a year to be a representative by the American tax people, nonetheless. But
American taxpayers
are recommending medical.
the American taxpayers. The American taxpayers of what, I ask?
Suggestions and advice.
Pairs of pants?
And making up guidelines like 6 feet distancing and masking.
He's
of
already
children.
said he didn't do that.
Do you think that's appropriate? Do the American people deserve to be abused like that,
Abused.
Mr. Fauci? because you're not Dr.
Mr. Fauci.
She had to reveal that she was doing that on purpose. Because you're not Doctor, you're Mr. Fauci.
In my few minutes. No, I don't need your answer. I want to talk about this right here.
That's not what.
I don't need your answer.
Obviously, you don't need his answer, because if he answers, she'll just decide that he answered something different. We'll take that as you don't know what you represent.
Mr. Chairman,
Do you think she rehearsed all of this in the mirror before going in there?
Yeah, everyone in her mind was like standing up and applauding, and they're fucking throwing their caps up in the air.
You
and
don't
doing
know what you represent.
Doing the fucking worm on the desk. Fauci just starts crying and runs out of the room with his hand in his face. You know, she gets hoisted up on the chair. They do the fucking Jewish chair thing.
Donald Trump comes in, lifts her hand in victory.
I reclaim my time. Mr.
Okay, but there's been an objection. You can't reclaim your time when there's an objection. It's time to stop.
That's not how this works.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
Just in terms of the rules
She's
of
decided
decorum,
she rules
are we
this
allowed
board
to deny
now.
that a doctor is a doctor just because we don't want him to be a doctor?
Yes, because in my time, that man does not deserve to have a license.
Okay, but you're not the person that makes that decision.
Yeah, you fucking
Matter
retard.
of fact, it should be revoked, and he belongs.
I
in
only
prison.
trust real doctors.
Okay,
like
you
Dr.
can say
House.
you can say that, but
That's true. That's true.
you could just say his name is Mr. Stevenson. You can't just decide that that's his name. It would be like it'd be like if you were calling someone that wasn't that didn't have a doctor. Like that would be just false.
Young lady should
No, they wouldn't
recognize the
care about
doctor
that.
as a doctor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is this what we have become?
This is what we have become.
What are
What
we
am I
doing
even
here?
doing
I
here?
wanted to listen to that again.
We have become death.
Destroyer of the
Thank you, Mr.
Congress.
Chairman. Is this what we have become?
Is this really what we're doing?
Into.
We've
No
devolved.
decorum.
You know what? We can do that hearing about
Evolution
poor
has
men
gone
that were
backwards.
injected with syphilis because I support you in that. That's horrific.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
fuck are you
60
talking
years ago,
about?
Fauci had nothing to do with
Like
that.
to
Yeah.
Americans.
I mean, there are people that she's the same person that believes that George Soros was like Hitler's aide in World War II. George Soros, by the way, was
he
born in
believes-
1930, so he is
he
15
believes-
at the end of the war.
She believes in space lasers.
Oh, I love that. The Jewish space lasers that are coming down.
Yes.
Fucking.
But
We
also,
need those at the border
But
so we
also
can
more money for
incinerate
Israel.
immigrants.
More money for Israel, please. A little bit more money for Israel. And I'm not saying you should be motivated against Israel because you think they have space lasers. By the way, I'm not trying to qualify anti-Semitism, but
Being against Israel.
But I'm going
is
to
not-
qualify anti-Semitism.
Doesn't have decorum to the American.
However,
yeah, but he doesn't have decorum for the American people. How do you explain that?
Point of regular order.
What is this fucking image?
Is out of order.
Decorum.
Recognize the point
This
of
went
order.
so much better in her head.
Go ahead with your point of order.
No, I mean, I was going to say what Representative Raskin said. That's completely unacceptable to be to deny Dr. Fauci, who's here, a respected member of the medical community, his title, and that's actually a personal attack on his character.
Well, I don't like him.
He's not respected.
And I've instructed her.
You want to bet?
To address
Well, what you're doing is an ad hominem attack here. I know that you literally function entirely off of logical fallacies, so it's totally within reason. But you cannot. You just can't ad hom someone.
Ad hom. That's the slang we use today. Ad
I'm not
hom.
addressing him as doctor. Let's talk about. Let's talk about this. I'm reclaiming
Shut
my
the
time.
fuck
I'm
up.
reclaiming my time.
Words get taken
I'm
down.
reclaiming
mine.
You can't reclaim your time when there's an objection. It's like it's basically similar rules to like a trial. If there's an objection, you have to stop talking and let the motion go through, right? You can't just decide, "Oh, I'm talking now. I'm talking now. I decide that I want to talk."
Well, she objects to
Fuck,
the
did not hold
objection.
it. Can't you be held in contempt for doing shit like this?
Yes, but rules don't apply to conservatives, so.
In my time.
Second
well,
that.
no, conservatives hate her now, so.
A member can only move to have words. I'm sorry. The issues we are debating are important ones that members feel deeply about. While vigorous disagreement is part of the legislative process, as I said at the beginning, members are reminded that we must adhere to established standards of decorum in debate. This is a reminder that it is a violation of House rules and the rules of this committee to engage in personalities regarding other members or to question
Engage
the
in
motives
personality.
of
You
a
can't do
colleague.
characters and bits on
Remarks of that
stage.
type are not permitted by
Fuck.
the rules and are not in keeping with the best traditions of our committee.
I declare I get another
Chair will
hour to
enforce
speak.
these rules of decorum at all times and urges all members to be mindful of their remarks. Does the gentleman from California have anything further?
We should take her words down.
Yeah, I offered that her words be taken down, Mr. Chair.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a point of order.
Mr.
Because
Griffin
they
is
accused us
Mr.
of
Griffin is.
worshiping
I'd like to make a
President
point
Trump.
of
We don't
order
worship
that you're
Mr.
a
Griffin.
bitch.
Gentlelady
I'd
will
like to
suspend.
object.
Peter?
Mr. Griffin, remember the
Griffin, you have a
time.
Point of order.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Griffin, do you
while
have
it
the
may
time
not
to listen to
be
me whine?
polite, I believe the rule only applies to
Be nice to
members
people.
of this body, the Senate, and
Yeah, it only applies to people within the Senate. You don't have to be polite to people that are, participating in the hearing.
the
Like-
President of the United States. I do not apply.
How can you
believe that
say
it
that?
applies. The rule on taking down words does not apply to a witness. Again, I'm not condoning the words. I'm just relating or asking whether or not it applies to individuals.
But also,
who
we just saw you
just
fucking.
happen to be here in front of us.
Oh, it's Griffith. My
The
bad.
chair overrules the point of order by the gentleman from Maryland, but ask that members please afford all
I
other
declare his
members
name
the
is now
respect they're
Griffin.
entitled. Refrain from using rhetoric that could be construed as an attack on the motives or character of another member or the witness. You may proceed.
Thank you. This was a time in history where you got to throw out the first pitch at the Washington Nationals baseball game, while Americans were forced to stay home and watch such events that they love from at home alone on their televisions.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone ever, having to watch baseball on TV.
This is the worst thing to ever
yeah.
This is the worst thing to ever happen on a Tuesday.
I mean, historically, Americans hate sitting down on their couch and watching TV.
Okay, so what this is
So we have
referring
conflict
to
of interest here.
is that Fauci
loves baseball.
Okay, so this is what happened. Fauci threw out the opening pitch on this game, right? So he attended the remainder of the game because they invited him out to come and throw the opening pitch, right? So obviously they bought tickets for him. He brought some people with him to watch the fucking game. End of story.
I will say,
such privilege.
Despite everything, it's weird that Fauci did this, right?
Sure, but like it's hypocritical of her to point this out when she gets tons of political gifts and
it's not a problem.
Like he was invited to throw the opening pitch. He was the guy in 2020. Everyone 2021, I believe this was actually. So it makes sense. I believe it makes sense actually.
It'll make sense later.
Yeah, it's not a conflict of interest.
And what a hypocrisy this picture shows.
What a
Here you
hypocrisy this picture shows. That's a sentence.
are without your mask, with empty seats everywhere. Remember
What
the cardboard cutout fans? That was one of the
That's
most
not true.
insulting things to Americans, having to watch the games from home, where you got to go and enjoy the game and sit.
He was invited out there. He's a celebrity, man. Like
if people went to the stadiums, they would die.
I mean, the stadium was closed at his recommendation. It wasn't like, actually, never mind. States did close, stadiums and such. That was the law, so.
Which is, of course,
He
a
didn't
violation
close
of the
them.
First Amendment or something.
He didn't close them personally because he wanted to go and throw the opening pitch. He had them closed
He
because he
needed
wanted
the whole
people to be
stadium.
safe.
He fabricated a whole pandemic to get a stadium for himself to watch a baseball game.
He had it, and he was invited to throw an opening pitch because if stadiums didn't close down from fans, there would be no fans. That'll be fucking dead from COVID. There would be no fans that go fucking watch the baseball
right next
games.
to people, not following the 6 feet of distancing.
These are the people
not
he went
wearing
with.
Their mask, and everyone else was forced.
There's
to stay
nobody
home
else there,
and
so who
stop
gives a
enjoying
shit?
Life. And your science does display.
It just keeps going.
They're in the Among Us cages. Shit.
What did that have to do? There wasn't even a question at the end of the baseball shit. That's just something she
You
wanted
enjoyed
to
a baseball game. That's the height of corporate privilege.
Perfectly in this picture.
Perfectly. There's no T in perfectly now.
Is this Fauci's fault?
Yes. Children.
In school.
Children.
Were put in plastic bubbles.
Oh no!
Because of your science. Your
yes.
repulsive, evil
Repulsive.
science.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that's happened. You have to play saxophone in a plastic plastic fucking
Is
shade guard
that
thing.
not another attack on the witness? Say that the
Your
thing
repulsive
that
science? I mean, it's her opinion that the science is repulsive.
It's weird science.
No.
I don't know if that would be an attack.
Don't invoke that name.
If she said you're repulsive, then that would be an attack. But say the science, your repulsive science, your science is repulsive.
It's clearly an attack on like Fauci's morals and his intent.
Yes.
Say like the thing that you caused children to be in little tents, you bastard.
And
this whole thing is
to your
we're meant to
very own
hear
email.
from
You said earlier you
Fauci,
don't
and
use
we're
email.
just not getting any of that here.
Yeah.
What is this? We can't even read it.
Yeah, what the hell?
Right here. This is your own email where you said the typical
Email.
mask you buy in the drugstore is not really effective in
Yes. Yes, they've said this from the beginning.
keeping out virus.
Yes.
I do not recommend that you wear a mask. This is your email. This is your own words. But yet children
had to wear a cloth mask on their face.
So we're forced to wear masks. Healthy children.
No.
Forced to wear masks. Muzzled.
Muscled. It's so over dramatic. Like it's
Shut the fuck
it's
up.
like she's trying so hard to get outraged and offended at this. She has to rile herself up to convince herself that she's outraged at this super banal shit. Go
I
ahead.
try to be at least somewhat respectable and like try to at least understand where
it's what you're known for.
Where people are coming from, even if I like disagree or even if I think that the things they believe are morally wrong. This fucking bitch is testing that so hard. She is so annoying, and she is the worst version of everything that I hate.
I mean, she doesn't believe.
10 years, guys.
She's not actually outraged at this. She's not. She has to synthetically like.
Yeah, she's pretending.
It's such artifice. Not really. No, because I do believe that she believes her own delusions, but like she has to convince herself of it. It's like you know people on LSD that take it to like believe that they're persona more easily. She has to convince herself.
That's not comparable.
Why is this the furry episode? Drake, what happened?
When furries do it, it's based. When she does it, it's
in their
cringe.
schools.
Why do you keep talking
and
about
then they
furries?
were forced to learn from home because of your so-called science.
Aren't you for homeschool?
And your medical suggestions. While you and all your
Is this
cronies
bitch
get
stupid?
paid for
No.
big pharma.
Yes.
You know that
So
what
what
the
is the-
committee
They
should
were
be doing.
forced to
we
wear
should be
masks and
recommending
learn from home.
you to
No?
be prosecuted. We should be writing a criminal referral because
What
you
is
should
the
be
question?
Do it.
prosecuted
What
for
is the
crimes
question you
against
have?
humanity.
This is just a
Against
diatribe.
humanity.
It's
is
just
Ad
a.
hominem.
You're not asking any question. I mean, you did, and then you just decided you don't want to hear the answers to the questions. It's just a
we're not
5-minute diatribe to him. Like
A platitudinous one at that.
it is platitudinous. I'd say that.
She should have just made a rant video at this point.
Yeah.
Would you,
But SFV, you would stop her.
Bronze?
I
Would
would
you
stop
would
it.
you believe that this is a platitude? These are platitudinous diatribes.
You know what? You know what? This one time, I'm gonna agree with you. This is the most platitudinous diatribe.
Do you know what
Look at this
platitudinous means?
diatribery.
Do you know what a platitude is?
Yes.
Look at this
Okay.
platypus diatribes or whatever.
Look at this dude.
Why are you making fun of me for like saying that?
Because it was so. Weren't you trying to do it?
Funny.
You were trying to do it to like talk to like
Homestuck fans.
Yeah. I agree with Harry when he said, I don't think I should speak down to my audience because they might learn
It
something.
wasn't your audience!
It was.
No, it wasn't!
The audience, the people that were going to be reading
retards.
the people that were going to be reading it were a bunch of retards that would learn what platitudinous diatribes are. So.
You think they would look it up? They would just skip over those words.
Well, then they're illiterate and stupid.
I don't care about the word choice itself if it's just like in casual conversation. When you're writing a formal thing, that's the kind of thing that gets edited down.
And how many books have you written, Bronze?
How many books have you written, Drake?
None.
How many pages was your document, buddy?
I don't know, 4.
No, it isn't. I can go check.
Like, I've changed my mind. Your backup should be a teacher.
Dr. Fauci.
Mr.
Oh,
she finally said it.
I recognize
Well,
Mr.
she had to change it at the end because it did end with Mr. Fauci. That was like the mic drop there.
Just want to make sure the record is clear. Dr. Fauci testified that he did not use his personal email for official business. He did not say he did not use email. And I think today, this particular has been full of lies, disregard, and disrespect, and we need to stick to facts.
Imagine.
Thank you. The gentlelady's time had expired before the point of order. I now recognize Mr. Garcia from...
All right, well, that's that. It's just, isn't it so unhinged and insane that this...
It's not even like... This isn't even funny. I'm just angry now.
Well, she didn't even learn anything. She wasn't even there to learn anything or ask him or anything. She should have been there to try and get.
Yeah, she asked a single gotcha question and then just kept going.
She didn't even ask gotcha questions. She just fucking rampaged against him. She just raced against the
dogs. These fucking dogs. You do this?
I don't fully understand procedure in these kinds of things, but I don't believe that cross-examination is a thing that happens.
No. We're gonna take a break from well, I guess it's still politically aligned, but it's a funny clip. So this was the second time that Trump Steve Bannon called the FBI.
Only the second.
Yeah.
It was, and for those that don't remember, he's calling the FBI on the police department being in cahoots with the drug cartel of Texas.
I'm glad this finally got a sequel.
Everything's getting a remake nowadays.
When we get in Trump Steve Bannon babies.
Kira. Oh, God fucking damn it, this guy.
I love that you could, he's so frailly, holding the can.
Did he get more flags?
Is that Bud Light?
He's got, that's Keystone. Do you see 2 other on the right there? 2 other empty ones he's already finished? They're already polished off.
How can I help you?
Yes, I am
real
live
environmental
streaming
storytelling.
because I cannot get no
satisfaction
FBI or Homeland Security service here, and I have a crime to report.
So you're live streaming for that reason?
Okay, and what type of crime?
Underage sex, drugs.
Okay.
Okay, and where
Are these happening currently?
Yeah, I'm participating in it.
Place?
Here in Texas.
Here in Texas. Okay, where's here in Texas?
You had to ask me.
Oh, shit. Yes,
a
crime is happening.
This guy.
A crime is happening. You want to know where the fuck it is? Some place in Texas.
Somewhere in
Nevada.
Right here in
Texas.
Right off of Highway 107.
107.
And
yeah, if you want some good drugs, that's where you find it.
Colonia.
Trump Steve Bannon is the kind of guy who forgets his own address.
And how do you know of this information?
Because I was over at the fucking house.
I participated in the underage sex and drugs.
Not to go. Ma'am?
Okay.
It literally sounds like you're turning yourself in for the underage sex and drugs.
And what were you doing at that house? Is it someone that you know, or?
I had sex with a chick.
I had sex with an underage girl.
Hey.
Oh.
for about 9 hours. Not long.
Yeah, I think he needs to work on his wording a bit.
He's just calling the brag.
Brag.
For about 9 hours on and off straight.
9 hours on and off straight. How many hours gay?
On and off straight.
Please say that's not where the
I don't think he
sentence
understands that those are two different.
I'm glad he elaborated.
I'm getting
straight.
so fucking embarrassed right now.
It was on and off
Fucking
straight.
embarrassment.
It was on and off straight. I don't know how much of it was gay, but
Like 10 probably.
And she was good. Like
he's just bragging.
Well, you know, I don't want to be disrespectful, but damn.
And they say chivalry is dead, folks.
And
Please tell me.
drugs were
Please
there.
tell me this isn't
And
where
I
the
was
thought
offered
ends.
whatever I wanted. Like, you get whatever you want here, including a 15-year-old female
Okay.
who the next morning came in the room.
Yeah.
I'm laying under the blanket, butt naked. I covered my face up. I didn't even, like, no eye contact there. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you know it was a
And I'm like,
15-year-old? It's like it seems like you were intricately familiar with this operation.
Yeah.
You went to a sex trafficking prostitution ring and saw some like unsavory shit, and you're like decided to admit that you were there.
So I was at there the other day.
Yeah. And that you had sex for 9 hours on and off straight.
And it was good.
First of all, on and off straight, that's a sentence.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Pretending like
Well, he wanted to make sure
clothes
the
up
lady
and
didn't know he
she
was
wearing clothes, by the way. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
so I get on the phone and it's offered with me, right? Like verbally. And so like I'm here, I'm there, I'm seeing
Everywhere.
what's going on. And I'm like, in this city, everything is legal. It don't make a fuck what it is. If it's
That's
a
not true.
9-year-old female,
The city of here
she's
in
for sale.
Texas.
If it's drugs, it's for sale. It doesn't matter. I don't know all the drugs. What do you got, like fentanyl? I hear
I
that
don't know
mentioned a
all
lot
the
in the
drugs.
news. You probably get that there a dime on a dozen.
Domino dozen.
Oh my god,
Like,
Domino
This
dozen?
is a very majority barrio. You know what I'm saying? It's a barrio. It's a Mexican city.
It's a
And
matchstick
You
city.
think I'm gonna call a goddamn cop for this city? You must be on drugs. Because I
You must be on some of those free drugs you can get in the city.
know they're involved. There is no question about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I'm surprised she's still on the phone. I would assume this is like a crank call. Like, this is the voice you would do if you were prank calling someone about this.
How?
3.
Like 3?
Yeah.
And what was the youngest? Do you know how the youngest was?
No, but I would guess 12 or 13. And
You just said there was someone that's 9!
No, he said that's a possibility.
But he just said 12 or 13 here, the youngest.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
He's just obsessed with implicating himself.
I gotta tell you, the girl that set me up with what she called her sister, which was actually her best friend. She's not her sister, it's her best friend. She calls her.
Yeah, I
sister.
checked her ID card.
And she did me right. I mean, I gotta say, it was just set up for, like, I bought a bunch of beer, right?
What is this story?
And,
He's
they
just
were so
bragging
happy
to this.
with all the
This is
beer I
all
bought.
very
They
useful
were like,
information for the
"Damn it."
investigation.
So they hooked me up with her, and we had sex
That's
like
nice.
all night long to the extreme.
That's
I
nice,
got
buddy.
To the extreme.
And
And-
how old was she?
Oh, she's like, I don't know.
No! No! Dude, you can't!
Wait a minute.
I want to say 28.
You want to say
I
28?
don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know.
I
Younger
would
than
like
me?
I mean,
Fucking him? That's gross. I feel bad for her.
I would like to say 28, but in reality,
I got 12.
She could have been 30.
I don't know, maybe 12.
She could have been 38.
I'll say 28.
She might have been 80. I don't know.
But
You don't know.
So, like...
Why answer that?
She's an older woman. You know, I'm not going to get with
An
somebody
older
who
woman?
even
Look
looks
at
young,
you,
okay?
brother.
So fuck that bullshit.
Fuck that bullshit.
That's gross.
That's gross. I'm going to get with a nice, ripe 28-year-old.
Even looks young, okay? So fuck that bullshit.
I like how he's like weaseling around the age of the girl he had sex with, but he could immediately recognize a 15-year-old.
Yeah. I like that. It's like he's calling this FBI agent for just like an attaboy for not molesting the 15-year-old.
I mean, he hasn't said that yet, and the implications are not good.
Gross.
Well, I mean, he's
But
saying right
what I'm
now.
saying is-
He's saying right now he won't have sex with anyone that even looks young. That's gross.
Okay.
Is like I was also
What a
offered-
hero! He didn't immediately molest the
That's what I'm
15-year-old. Yes, right here. He's saying that.
Okay.
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 And who offered you the 15-year-old? Is there someone there at the house that's
Yes.
doing all of this?
No,
or...
it's just me. I own the place, actually.
And what is the name of that individual? Do you have a contact?
Bobby Lee
Well,
Jones.
Let me get over there to it. Yeah, actually, the first person I talked to actually gave a shit. I'm actually impressed. Hold on a minute.
Hold on, Matt.
I'm getting to it.
Her name isn't Matt.
Relax. She goes by the name of Blanche.
Yeah, of the Golden Girls.
I mean, it's a
Blanche.
name. It is a name.
What?
Blanche.
Okay, how do you spell that?
He just passed out during an episode of the Golden Girls and just dreamt all this.
Blanche, okay.
There was an old one there
That's,
too.
like her nickname or something?
I don't know.
And a woman
I think
who
it's
looked
her
like
name.
Betty
I don't
White.
know if it's her nickname or her name. I think it's her name, but it's probably an assumed name because I do know she has priors.
Yeah, so look up Blanche. That'll come up. Google
What? No,
the
no, no,
word
no.
Blanche.
If there's
That came
priors,
out
they
in
actually wait. That is actually a thing. Like if that's your like nickname, they can look that up in your system if you have prior.
Yeah, I'm sure there's only about 88 million
No,
people
but
that...
like if he has an area, like they can look it. Like
also
that's
did
actually
pri-
true. Like he's
prior-
actually not wrong here. For
I mean,
once.
how many Blanches live in here in Texas?
And here, yeah.
She had other women that also come out. I think I got her so damn fucked up with vodka that she forgot what she told me one moment to the next.
Okay.
You dig? So she kept telling me more.
You dig.
So if you get her
Homeland
messed up on
Security.
vodka, she'll tell you anything you want to know, man. She'll offer you anything you want to know. And she offered me this 15-year-old. I'm like, hell no. What are you fucking with me? You disgusting testing me? So I slept with her sister, who's plenty of age, by the way.
Plenty of age. She
And,
was
you know,
91.
was great in bed, I gotta say. Oh my god.
He's literally just calling to fucking brag. Like he thinks this is Hustler magazine or something.
I was like, oh, I'm offended that I'm disgusted that you would trick me into sleeping with a 15-year-old. So anyways, I stayed there for multiple more hours and had more sex.
Anything for that?
No,
No? Okay.
I don't pay for sex. I'm too good
Did they
looking.
want money for like the 15-year-old?
Yes,
Or
they
they
wanted.
were just offering
No,
it
no,
to
they
you?
wanted $100 for the 15-year-old.
Do
Should
you
we
have
kill
the
this guy?
exact address of that home
He'll get himself
that
killed.
you went to?
No, I can't give it out right now.
The Trumps are Bob will live forever.
Can you give the address? He goes, nah, I can't deal with that right now. Not with the intricacies of the... Just look up hair in Texas. You'll find it.
Yeah.
But if you call me back, I'll give it to you.
He's just calling to brag. He's trying to hit on the fucking FBI agent and give her his fucking number.
Now,
What was that?
an important question. Do we know that any of this actually happened?
Well, no, obviously not. We don't know that. He could have fallen down on his fucking head while he was doing crystal meth and imagined all this shit.
I'm sorry?
If you call me back, I'll give it to you.
If you call me back, if you suck my fucking
Have
dick,
you
maybe I'll
reported
give
to
it
your
to you.
local police department already?
No, and I will not. Because our local police department's rattled with corrupt cops. Some of them are good.
It's rattled
Most of them
with?
are good, actually.
What?
Some
Rattled.
Most of them are good, actually, though.
Can we hit this guy in the head with a hammer and watch it cave in?
Some are bad.
Look at that.
And
Look
the
at that
cops in
shiny
that
bald
fucking
head.
city are all bad.
ACAB, baby.
So I can't report it to you. My name is Bob Jones.
That's his actual name, by the way. It's Bobby.
And it's south of Highway 107.
Not
It's
Bob.
near the market,
Dylan?
South of Highway
Yes.
107 in the barrio. You go 2 blocks south, you got it. You're on target. And let me tell you, you can buy anything you fucking want to. You start out there with marijuana and hydro.
He is just bragging.
And you go from there. Any goddamn thing you want to buy.
It's just a place to
Anything.
party, man.
It's
I mean,
the
I'm
way
trying
to-
to ask you out, really.
And
All the destinations in here in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I have so many
there were more
flags. You
adults,
won't
there's
believe how many
pregnant women,
flags.
Adults and underage girls and
Were they selling American
You know,
flags in this crack
anything
house?
you wanted, as long as you had cash.
That's probably why he
you
was
had
there.
Whatever you wanted. $45.
Now, if they
Value
offered him crack, he'd probably be like,
16-year-old
I'll take the
pussy.
American flag instead.
To put it blatantly. Well, probably $100. I was out for $100, so I don't know. She's 15 years old, so I don't know for 10-year-old. But I'm just saying,
Okay.
maybe $500. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Keeps talking.
I'm just speculating wildly on this thing that didn't happen.
Pretty sick and disgusting. This girl said that her sister was the worst one she had. Let me know how she operated.
All right. Is T-Bob
And I
stupid or
think-
crazy?
well, I did go back and tell her she was great.
that mutually
I don't know why you
exclusive?
tell me
I would
she's
say more
worse.
stupid.
She was
Okay,
great.
but this definitely didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
So what is this from? Did he just watch Taxi Driver last night and decided he wanted to be that guy?
All the way down, all the way up. You know what I'm saying? She was great. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's the worst. She was great. And,
I
like,
feel like T-Bob's
she
motivation
didn't
is
go for 9 hours on and
unknowable.
off, all night fucking long. Are you kidding me?
Are you
Can't
kidding
be
me
the
right
worst.
now?
Are you
So I don't know if she's fucking with me or what, but I don't care. What I
just
care
keeps
about
going.
is what I'm seeing going on outside of that with the goddamn fucking child offering for sex. Oh, that's disgusting. And the fucking drugs, like you get any
keeps going.
goddamn thing. Rape drugs.
It's just the same thing.
Rape,
over and over.
drugs.
Drug.
And
do it.
another thing.
Oh, this fucking guy, dude. I am glad that he clarified it was 9 hours straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad he clarified that he did not have sex with the child.
I mean, yeah, he took him a long time to actually explicitly say that.
A good impression.
Here we got.
Yeah, second impression.
What else do we got? Oh, we got Andrew Tate coming out in support for Donald Trump.
Bro, this was the thing you were gonna have Siri read.
Yeah, Siri. All right, so go ahead and read the tweet.
Hell yeah. All right.
You're finally good for something.
This is my first time probably reading a tweet before, so let's see.
It's my first time reading. Let's see how this goes.
Drake.
I didn't tweet it. Oh shit! Hang on. Sorry. There you go. Now you don't. All right, go ahead, Siri.
I think you have to make it a bit bigger. I'm not sure if she can see it.
I can't bring myself to do the fucking Trump, much like myself, is a real feller. And real fellers don't give a fuck about Jay.
Don't no apostrophe.
Why don't you read the tweet, Drake?
It's more like saying don't.
Okay.
Don't.
All right, I'll read it. I'll read it. I'll read
Yeah,
it.
Drake, read it word for fucking word.
please.
Word for word.
Like myself, much like myself,
Drag.
is a real.
No, go back.
And
Go back.
real.
I'm sorry. I think your mic cut out.
I couldn't hear you. Can you
Read
say
that
it again?
Stop! I don't like this. We're going.
Drake,
We're
let
going
me.
back.
Hold on, how much money do I got in my wallet? I'll fucking pay you.
No.
What, are you gonna send it to me? You gonna mail it? You gotta transmogrify that shit over?
It might take a few
I'll give you
months, but it'll get there eventually.
I'll give you a 10 to read this tweet out.
And real.
Give a nice tenor, right?
Yeah, I don't give a. What that would be the worst endorsement in history. Like actual sponsorships pay more than that.
Do you think Trump will put this endorsement in one of his commercials?
Yes.
Here's what the Trump supporters are saying.
He's a real.
Talking about platitudinous diatribe.
Do you think he was?
I just read this man's Twitter bio.
Unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability. That's I don't know if that word is indefatigability. I guess that would work. Basically, it just means like that makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. Learn at university. It basically is. He just like word searched on thesource.com. So
do you think he was doing this tweet with voice to text, and because voice to text does not know about slang, it put it as the N-word?
I don't know. He's a white man, right?
There was it wasn't voice to text. There's a case at my school where this kid, this black kid said, "Oh, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, you bald-headed fella," with the A, not the ER. And when they wrote down the report for him, they like cracked their fucking knuckles and wrote the N-word hard R in there, which is not what he said.
That's funny.
And it's just like
He probably didn't find it very funny though.
Here, I will translate.
Oh no, he found it funny as hell that they wrote it down like that.
I will translate.
I saw him the other day.
I will translate this bio because it probably needs to be translated for all the Andrew Tate fans. Okay, so unmatched insight coupled with sheer persistence makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human, I guess endeavor is just a word in itself.
Those have 3 syllables? I don't think you can let that slide.
I mean, the contrast between this tweet and his bio is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's such an eloquent man.
He's got such a way with words.
Trump.
Bronze, will you read the tweet?
No.
SRV, will you read the tweet?
Are you insane?
Unlike some people, I have morals
Trump,
and values.
much like myself, is a
Jamilyn.
real Dorito.
No, I haven't said that word in so long.
Will you read the tweet?
It's been a while.
Now listen, if we get a time machine and we bring iDubbbz back from 2016, we might have someone who could read it.
You have to convince them that we're talking about Jinx, but...
I can only go forward, not backwards,
Okay,
sorry.
it's just the choice to put indefatigability, and I've actually used that word like pretty recently. It's not a word you break out very often. You've heard me say it. You know what I was talking about.
It's not a word you use often, unless you're an intellectual like me. Fuck you, Drake.
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck you, Drake.
Andrew Tate has never used that word.
I guess we're coming up on 3 hours here, so we're gonna watch 2 more things. We got this.
Holy shit. I wasn't joking when I said make this a 3-hour episode, huh?
Oh, I didn't even hear you say that.
Yeah,
I didn't
Crazy
hear
video.
it.
There's this lady that falls off a ladder. Shit's fucked.
A MAGA parent ruined
God
a high
damn
school
it.
graduation
Fuck you.
ceremony after assaulting the black superintendent to prevent his daughter from shaking hands with a
Oh,
black
this-
man. So there she is. Look, she looks, and he fucking rushes in and tackles him. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Replay that. Replay that.
Oh, that was close.
I love the studio applause here.
Oh.
Oh, what the hell?
I mean, he just goes along with it.
By the way, Bronze, do you notice where this is?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
This was in Baraboo, in Wisconsin.
Oh no. You know, that makes sense, actually. That's very that's in character for us.
He rushes in and like
Bronze.
intercepts this fucking handshake from throwing down.
Bronze, I have a question. Would you get a shirt that says, "I lost my cheese virginity in Kenosha, Wisconsin"?
I mean, I'd have to earn it.
With a badass fucking cheese on it?
Is Baraboo near where you are?
I don't think so.
One town over.
Yeah.
I mean,
not
obviously you
close at
don't
all.
have to
One
say
time
like
only.
how close it is, but like, Can you like go there and like record it for like journalism?
I can't imagine, and then it like pans the camera as the "Welcome to Baraboo" sign is directly behind me.
It pans in this video. You're in the audience.
Oh shit! Here we go. Let's hear this guy.
Yeah, that's me. I was the person who pushed the superintendent.
Get away from me, bro! Oh god, like she like wipes her face, just like Dad. She just
I feel bad for her because she clearly likes. Like, by the way she's reacting, she liked the principal.
Yeah, she moves the tassel over, like just herself. No one even noticed hers. Oh.
Yeah, it's a shame.
What the? Like, why? Like, it is 2024 and you're worried about the Negroes having disease.
Oh my fucking
That's as close as you're getting. And obviously I'm not being racist with that. Like, with this man, look at fucking Kingpin here. Like, he's just fucking flabbergasted.
That way, Michael.
God, I love this guy's just the shape of him. Look at him. It's like he's literally Kingpin. Look at that.
It's a wide man.
It sure is a shape that you can be as a human.
Yeah, but he just looks so angular. Congratulations, birds. T-birds. T-bobs.
An audience of T-bobs.
I really thought it said retard.
None of them graduate.
I really did think it said retard.
Where's Brendan?
T-birds.
Where is Brendan?
Where's Brendan?
Let's go, Brendan.
What is going on? What the fuck is going on right now?
Oh, apparently this was the same school that they did this Nazi salute edgy joke
Yes,
at.
it was, but that was like 6 years ago that happened.
This is just a cursed place.
Yeah, and it's like this guy here didn't do it. He pussied out. This guy here didn't do it. Let's see who passed the fucking vibe check. I don't know. I feel like if I was in
who here is a Nazi? Oh no, the guy did the fucking hand thing. Look at him. He thought. No, that guy's funny. I like the guy in like the center left. He had some fucking humor.
That's the only actual Nazi there.
Yeah, it's the white power.
That's okay. So the thing is,
Jamilyn.
there's actually been an interview with the guy that's all the way in the corner that put his hand up. You can see upper right hand corner.
Yeah, he's just hitting the Dougie. Go ahead.
Yeah, the one in the right hand, and he was just like, I knew what they were doing, and he was still like participate in it. So
I feel like if I was the age of these kids and we were doing this, I would have fallen victim to this and gone along with it. Because, I mean, you know, say what you want. It's obvious they mean it as a joke.
I'm not ashamed to admit that there was a point in the past where I would have thought this was funny.
I don't even know if this is really offensive. Like, I wouldn't call this disgusting. It's just so immature. It's like, what? You want people to, like, put this picture up in, like, the newspaper? Like, no one's gonna give a shit. Like, you're just not funny. You're a fucking loser.
I would have found this funny
sap.
too, Browns, when I was 8 fucking years old. Like,
you're a fucking sap, bro. You're a sap if you put your hand up.
Oh, also, speaking of interviews with people involved.
Well, hang on. There is this follow-up to this video. Someone commented under it saying... The video we just saw with the guy fucking, like, touchdown, intercepting, fucking shoving the principal out the way. We got the guy from Fairly Odd Parents here saying there has to be more to this story.
It has to be.
There has to be.
This is not enough to prove it yet. No, I need to hit the bottom.
Well, the thing is like some people are just saying that it's just the racism, which it is, but it's also apparently that she was getting bullied. But like, I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
And the perfect way to do it is to do it in the most racist possible depiction.
To fix it. Like, yeah.
To make me look like a racist.
Come on.
There has to be more to this graduation being ruined.
I mean, there is technically more to the story. It doesn't make him look better.
This was the perfect time to address it.
So I found this article. I found this article. I'll just link it in content. Why not? That's about like the whole thing and includes a statement of the guy via the clerk office that initially responded to it.
So which guy?
The guy who tackled the guy.
Okay.
And he says, Well, the article says he was charged with disorderly conduct, according to the Sauk County Circuit Court clerk.
Sauk
County, S-A-U-K, and allegedly told the school reference officer who responded to the incident that he and his daughter had, quote, past issues with the superintendent and did not like him. He allegedly felt that the superintendent treated his child unfairly, which resulted in a, quote, negative educational consequence.
A negative educational consequence. That's
so I have to bum rush this.
That's so
guy.
Poorly worded. Like you can't even phrase words like an adult. Like you can't even speak educated. So what?
I love that the girl looks like Caitlyn, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Wait, how often do students interact with the superintendent?
I mean,
I don't know. I've never interacted with my
hold on, was it
Something serious that happened.
I haven't really gotten into a fucking fist fight.
It was
both of my principals.
Superintendent.
Principal, yes. Superintendent,
I don't even.
There's
I don't even know what the superintendent of my school
me.
looks like.
I mean, I had some shit with the deal with that. But
it's because you would go to school with a fucking gun in your back pocket, Drake.
Yep. Actually, a lot of people would. Some of the reasons why is because people created that joke about me. The joke was like, "Oh, hey man, I know. I hope I'm not on your list, man. Hope I'm not on your hit list." And it was the joke was that I was a scrawny, skinny white kid that didn't have a hit list, right? That was the irony in it.
And of course, the best way to combat that is to have a gun.
I didn't actually have a gun, obviously, but to assuage those allegations, to have a gun and then create a hit list. No. Then obviously, because this was in middle school when this happened, this was in 7th grade, we were dealing with middle school staff, right? So because they're teaching middle school, they are literally retarded. So they thought that I genuinely had a hit list, and so they reported me to the superintendent and the principal, and they went through every single belonging I had to make sure I didn't have a hit list.
A very similar thing happened to me.
And because they just simply would not buy that it was a joke that people had created, and it was it's one of the most frustrating experiences of my life. Just literally not being able to communicate with these fucking idiots.
The same thing happened to me this year, where some kids just told the FBI that I made a comment that I had a disassembled pipe bomb in my garage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the FBI was genuinely sent to my house, and I had to talk with the Federal Bureau of Investigation while wearing a fucking Mountain Dew Baja Blast hoodie, and I had to say to them, "No, I'm not a part of Hamas because I think killing children is bad."
Did you tell them about the child sex and the drugs, though?
Of course I did.
You were the person in the fucking Trumpster Bob video that he was talking about.
15-year-old girl.
You were the 15-year-old.
But they're sitting there, and this FBI agent, he just looks at me, and I tell him, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not a member of Hamas. I don't fucking pledge allegiance to them." He's like, "Yeah, that makes sense." And he's just after when we got talking, he's like, "This shit's stupid. I don't know why they sent me out here." It was such a waste of time. And I hope the people who don't like me, I think they know about this podcast and have seen it sometimes. So I hope you know. This goes out to you. Have fun getting fucking sued so fucking badly you're gonna be put right into a homeless shelter, you fucking bum. Fuck you.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, they were planning on selling their house and moving out. Yeah, that ain't fucking happening. That's what you get when you defame someone, you fat retard.
This was them, actually. They're gonna be forced to sell the ranch after
This is footage of them.
Yes. This is Alex Jones fucking sobbing over having to sell his prized ranch to pay for him defaming the parents of the Sandy Hook victims.
I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people.
Why is he so red? He's matching the background.
That's what happens when you're crying over bullshit.
We're gonna
Now,
beat these people.
a question that does need to be posed is he actually crying?
I believe he has a narcissistic worldview and would perceive what is happening to him as a threat against his ego.
Ice.
Except the video and content. That's actually the person.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, this is important.
Yeah.
We need to.
So this is actually what they're gonna be. Let's see here.
Yeah, this is footage of them. This is footage of Alex Jones at the trial.
Dude, this is footage of the people that reported me.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Why did she fucking do that? What a fucking idiot. Why did she do that?
I mean, Alex Jones would cry if that happened to him.
Why does she fucking Heathcliff fall? Why does she... like the fucking cat from Heathcliff.
The cat? You mean the cat from Heathcliff? So Heathcliff?
Heathcliff?
Like, there might be more cats.
When he goes flying, why is that how she falls? When he fucking jumps, she falls like he jumps.
I can't.
A woman who has only seen Heathcliff. I'm getting a lot of Heathcliff vibes from this video.
Man.
This fucking video's like a comedy.
Oh, I've got some bad news, by the way, to end this stream.
Oh no.
You have AIDS?
Yes. Good night.
Oh, thank God.
Not bad news for us, but bad news for a former member / enemy of the show. Not friend of the show, enemy of the show.
Fucking rival. Oh.
Why him?
Why does he look like that?
Why is it always him?
MVP?
Yes, MVP.
There's got to be something. If this man can pull,
there's got to be more to this.
He's funny, and like,
Ariana Grande.
Here's the problem: like men, like women getting together with men because they're funny. I kind of get it, but like I've never been like that.
Is his whole life just some sort of like Make-A-Wish Foundation?
No! Here's the thing. That was a bonus that he's funny. Okay.
So you only liked him for his looks?
Okay, when I first saw him, I was like, that guy is really hot, and there's no way.
Your standards are low.
Okay.
Okay. But like the thing is Siri, we just like different kinds of.
You like the little fucking gremlin from the under the bridge nearby.
No,
I have standards.
I said this before.
I have Xanders.
I like the shoujo manga Love It.
I have Xanders.
Just like he's like he's
shoujo manga. That's all.
Is Pete Davidson's whole career just like the result of some sort of Make-A-Wish Foundation like movement, or like?
He kind of does look like
he's rotting away of cancer, pediatric cancer.
He's
it's almost.
Who
It's
is
almost
Jenna
like
Ortega? I don't know a single thing this bitch has done. This fucking broad.
He's done Pete Davidson. Imagine I
witnessed
came
it.
up with that faster.
XD!
Famous
You wanna
friend of Xander.
You wanna know who didn't do Jenna Ortega?
Xander. Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying, Xander versus Pete Davidson, Hell in a Cell match. We can make it happen.
Oh no, he's quit the internet forever, guys. Well, no, he's not quit it forever, but he's quit it inexplicably out of nowhere.
Yeah, he saw.
Yeah, actually, do we know the reason to why he did this?
No, and I'm not gonna ask him because he'll just lie about it. So
yeah,
because Jamilyn, the curiosity got the best of her, and she asked him, and he said, "Don't worry, I'll make a video about it." And then he decided he won't make a video about it. It's just him just
yeah, because he said, "Oh, I'll just make a video about it," you know, blah 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 blah, and I said, "Bet," and then he didn't.
Yeah, obviously.
So that was very
funny.
funny.
I mean, yeah, that was the safest bet in the world. So yeah, he's abdicating his content obligations right now.
Platitudinously.
What is your deal? Why can't I just talk?
Because it's funny to make fun of you.
Now it's just a bit.
Fuck you. I'm tired of the show. It's the last
I'm
show.
tired of this show.
Not
This is the last show.
I'm gonna
We're
post
never
my
doing
Michael
anything.
from The Office gif on the Twitter and say that, "No, don't worry, not gone forever. We'll see what happens." And then another weird tweet about personality is about growing or whatever the fuck.
Recent troll pilgrim. What the fuck were you doing?
Harassing her.
I'll say this, and because I know they watch.
Oh,
the
he
stream.
didn't. He
Hi
didn't black
guys.
out his profile picture.
He did.
I will say this. I'll say
I mean,
this,
he
'cause I know-
resorted to defaults.
I know these people watch the stream. Hi guys, I think it's really funny that you guys are file requesting me on your account that has a necrophilia joke in the name. That's not weird at all. That's something normal people joke about frequently. A very specific type of sex you have with a dead body. That's something normal people joke about.
Why?
Thanks.
You
Shout
got
out
any
to
more
my fans.
pixels, Xander? Like,
what?
You got any more pixels, Xander? Like, what the hell? It's been fun. Thank you to everyone who has joined me on my journey on the internet. Not goodbye forever. We'll see what happens.
He had to search for the most
I
solemn.
really want to know why
could
he
find.
just gave up.
Probably to just escape making this weird video he's been threatening about me. Personality. I'm gonna come
Yeah,
here
the
and say
the
that
only reply is
personality
crack
is
miser
key
gaming.
Wait a
to
minute.
discovering
Wait
our,
a minute. This
our
is
true
libel.
self.
I never said that.
Personality is key to discovering
encourage
our
it.
true selves. I'm gonna come and step back from divisive discourse. Stepping back from divisive discourse can enrich our lives.
Is this your
What he
Xander
sounds like.
impression?
I'm gonna
Is he
come
trying to be John
and enrich
Cena?
my life and come and discover my true self.
Yeah, he tried.
to come
he
to
tried
peace.
to do the heel turn, and now he's doing this.
Because if you come to peace, coming to peace is vital to coming to find a fulfilled life.
Just what to the piece?
It's fulfilling life Mondays, everybody.
Oh yeah.
He ain't the only one coming to peace. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. But he
Oh,
did.
my
But then
God.
he randomly uploaded just like a Mario Kart Let's Play on his main Twitter, on his main YouTube.
Based.
It just had nothing to do with anything. No, it was a Minecraft Let's Play actually. Oh
He's
shit!
discovering himself.
Boy,
What if at the end of
Sexual-
the month he just?
Breaking.
What if at the end of the month he just announces that he's gay?
Press releases don't say breaking. Dude.
I'm pretty sure he's not straight, but I don't think he.
He's queer. Yeah.
Why is it? Why is it?
Yes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, nobody
Everyone
wants his
you
ass.
don't like isn't automatically gay.
Well, he is
What?
gay.
I wasn't. He is. I didn't know this.
He's said this before.
Well, I guess he looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and still nobody wants his ass. He figured out how to spell hiatus correctly, at least.
He'll find someone. Don't be me. Okay.
Also, like, companies don't post breaking. That's not the nomenclature they use for press releases. That's whatever. Jess Enterprises newsroom. My God.
I think Xander would be able to find someone.
Effective today, May 29, 2024, all cast and crew members have been let go of their contracts, obligations, and commitments following the news that our business operations are going on hiatus. All of them? They're all being released?
Rick, depravity is over.
Midpoint
three of them.
Americana.
Yeah, Midpoint got canceled. We would like to thank the incredible people who made everything at Jazz Enterprises happen and look forward to a triumphant return in the future. We would like to name those people. Joseph Alexander Simpson.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Statements from Jazz Enterprises and founder C... and whatever. I just fucking... Go dunk your head in the toilet bowl, fucking Xander.
What is your problem, dude?
Go faceplant in your tub again.
What's your damage?
All
We
right.
should. We should just like find people in the streets and be like, yeah, can you watch my student film and then just subject them to body?
That would be
As like
funny.
as a form of torture.
Yes. All right. We're going to chill, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate
Trump,
you all.
We'll
much
see you
like
next
me,
time.
is a real feller. I was hoping you would end the stream before I finish the sentence.